Drink for the sophomore quarterback shows it there, and the accuracy, which has been questionable at times this year. He had it on that play. Mahalik on to add one more. Kick is up, kick is good, and Florida wastes little time. 48-yard kick return. 2 plays later, 51-yard strike to the end zone. 7-0 Florida leads. 2 plays, 52 yards, 51 seconds off the first quarter clock. We'll return to the Swamp in just a moment. Tigers get the football for the first time tonight. Already down 7-0 to Florida on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is Victor McClure, the president of McClure Capital, and for decades, the host of KRLD's Common Sense Investing Show. In appreciation.
Do you know how much you need for retirement? Are you on track for the retirement you want to live? To help you answer these questions and more, we are offering a no-cost, no-obligation planning review with one of our retirement planners. Are you worried that this financial storm could wash away your retirement dreams? Do you think the government will save us or make it worse? We would love the opportunity to share with you about how we have helped thousands come in from the storm and begin enjoying their second childhood without parental supervision. At Retirement Planners of America, our goal is that you can retire when you want to, and your money will last as long as you do. We are a fiduciary, and we only win when you win. Our number one priority is your financial peace of mind. Go to rpoa.com to sign up for a no-cost, no-obligation planning review. That's rpoa.com.
Retirement Planners of America, rpoa.com.
Hey, Texas, Dave Ramsey here. Let's talk teeth for a minute. You either love yours, don't like yours, or miss yours. Whether it's the result of bad genetics, a bad decision, or just bad luck, missing teeth can keep you from enjoying the life you deserve. It affects your diet, your appearance, and your self-confidence. So what's the solution? Dental implants from Dr. Jeff Buski of Granbury Dental Center. His mission is to improve patient health, appearance, and self-confidence. Dr. Buski is highly skilled in the placement and restoration of dental implants. He's the doctor you call. So whether you're missing one or multiple teeth, you want a doctor with experience, advanced technology, and a high success rate. That's Dr. Jeff Buski. Life's too short to not love your smile. Call Dr. Jeff Buski today. 817-776-5653. That's 817-776-5653.
This is WWL. Hear the Tigers roar. This is the LSU Sports Radio Network.
7-0 Florida leading LSU. Special teams miscue, gives up a 48-yard kick return to start the game. And then 2 plays later, Anthony Richardson goes deep to Justin Shorter, who hauls in his second touchdown of the year. Richardson with his 8th passing touchdown, and it didn't take long. 51 seconds into the game, and Florida strikes first. LSU to get the ensuing kickoff coming up. Listen up, Tiger fans, introducing the greatest hits from the lottery. Play Hit 50. Win up to $1,000. Visit any lottery retailer. Pick up Hit 50 today for your chance to win. Must be at least 21 to purchase. Trey Smack will tee it up at the 35-yard line for the Gators. Bash and Clayton Jr. back deep for LSU. 14:01 just underway here in the first quarter. Again, a very raucous crowd here at the Swamp. There are empty seats, especially in the upper deck, but the way this place is constructed, it is an absolute amplifier of concrete and steel. This time the kick sails into the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and LSU's offense will start first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. There's Jaden Daniels and this Tiger offense, Doug, trying to get out here, get off to a quick start. Again, the Gators make their claim early. Now it's up to LSU. So Daniels lines them up, first down and 10 at the 25. They'll have an empty backfield, send 2 receivers right, 2 to the left side. Now they'll move the tight end Taylor and bring back Josh Williams in the backfield. Here's the snap to Daniels. Gators coming after him. They get a hand on him. Stays upright, rolling to his right. Daniels on the run, gets to the edge, and gets out of bounds. Got clipped as he made his way up to about the 27-yard line, but he pops up and he's okay. He picks up 3 yards on the scampers. That time they just ran an inside move and had somebody right on top of Daniels nearly seconds after the snap.
He did a great job scrambling out to the right, picked up 4 yards on the play, but he had to escape heavy pressure before he got the yardage.
2nd down and 7. Snap back to Daniels. This time give to Williams, and he'll be dropped behind the line. Got to him right at the mesh. Ventrell Miller, one of the top linebackers in the SEC. One of the keys to this Florida defense, the senior out of Lakeland, Florida. A loss of a yard sets back LSU now. 3rd down and 8. The Tigers come into the game 46% on 3rd down. Last week, 7 of 15 in that loss to Tennessee. Gators trying to rearrange at the line, still out of sorts. Daniels, though, rises up, looks to that far sideline of LSU. Now he steps up, shouts instructions to the offensive line. Turner, the center, points out some of the defense. Here's the snap back to Daniels on 3rd and 8. Daniels with time, scoots a little to his left, still with time, slings it far side, and wide open. Bootie's got it at the Gator 45, breaks loose far side at the 40, inside the 35, down to about the 33-yard line. Big strike as Bootie hauls in his 18th catch of the year of 41 yards, and LSU picks up a huge 3rd down and 8, now playing on the Gator side of the field.
Daniels had plenty of time, and he needed plenty of time. Waited and waited and waited. Finally saw Bootie across the field, hoping on the left of the right sideline. Threw the pass for the completion. Bootie broke 2 tackles and finally brought out by the 3rd defender.
Wow, the official holding LSU back now gets out of the way, and it's ready for play. Florida's still adjusting things at the defensive front. 4 down linemen, or rather 3 down linemen. Handoff Williams, hit behind the line, and then breaks loose. Maybe got a yard to the 32 after 2nd effort before Jervon Dexter Sr. eventually brings him down on the stop. It'll set up 2nd down and 9 here for LSU. But interesting there is the center judged. Daniels kept looking to the sideline going, I'm ready to go. They won't let me snap the ball. Trip receivers left, wide side of the field. Back there with Williams. Quick screen coming out to Neighbors. Neighbors had to bobble it momentarily, got control inside the 30 near side. Gets to about the 29, maybe the 28 with a decent spot. It appears he has it. A gain of 5. Jaden Hill was there on the tackle for the Gators. The sophomore out of Huntsville, Alabama. Sets up 3rd down and 5 here. LSU just completed a 3rd down conversion on 3rd and 8. They need to find 5+ yards here. Trip receivers right, including Neighbors, Bootie, and Jenkins. Running back again will remain Josh Williams for LSU. Daniels from the near side hash, calls for the snap. Gets it. Toss Williams right side. He's got blockers. Florida coming up, and he'll be tripped up at the 25. Falls forward, but looks like a nice spot from the far side. Going to place it right at the 23-yard line. And it will be a 1st down for LSU. Great effort by Williams. It looked like he would be cut down, but he went to the air, dove forward, and picks up a fresh set of downs. It'll be 1st and 10 now at the Gator 23-yard line. LSU lined up, trying to move quickly here, a little tempo. Down 7-0 early in the 1st quarter. Daniels in a tight pocket, grabbed by the ankles and slung down. Back at the 30-yard line. A loss of 8 yards. Brenton Cox Jr. got to him, forced him out of the pocket, and then would not give up on the play as Cox, the junior out of Stockbridge, Georgia, got enough of the leg to spin him around and drop him to the ground.
Emory Jones blocking at the right tackle. Just had the defender run around him, and he couldn't catch up with him enough to keep him from tackling Daniel.
2nd down and 17. We'll see John Emery in the backfield for the first time tonight. Trip receivers left, 1 to the right. Snap back to Daniels. Quarterback draw. Daniels up the middle. Got hit inside the 30 and plopped down at the 27 after a gain of 3. Boy, the Gators closing quickly. Amari Burney, middle linebacker, senior out of St. Petersburg. Just when it looked like there was going to be some green grass, he was able to close quickly, make the stop. LSU now looking at 3rd and 14. Trying to find the end zone here, down 7-0. Their opening drive of the night after Florida made haste and scored on 2 plays. Daniels again with 2 receivers left, 1 to the right side. Emery in the backfield along with the quarterback. Daniels looks downfield, now stops, fires, and in traffic, got it to Booty, and he holds on down around the 13-yard line. He may be just shy of a yard of the first down, but somehow Daniels needled that pass between two Gator defenders, and Booty with the concentration holds it up. Now there's a Gator slow to get up, and that's Bernie, who was on coverage, one of the Gators on coverage. And it's a 14-yard gain for LSU, so it looks like fourth and about a yard here, but an injury timeout as they'll take a look at Bernie on that far sideline. 7-0 Florida leads. We got a timeout here at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. We'll be back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Slash to be in your band.
Next up for lead guitar. You're in.
Cool. Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One and a member FDIC.
When you're a fan, you wear your team's jersey on your back and your heart on your sleeve. After a win, your world glistens. Lose, and the hurt permeates your soul. You'll always have a place with us in the Cox Fan Zone, where everyone can play and connect with other fans in a big group hug. See, in the Fan Zone, you're not some crazy fan. You're home.
Hey, Tiger fans, say Fan Zone into your Cox voice remote to play. Not at home? Visit cox.com/fanzone and go Tigers. Southern Air Heating and Cooling is proud to be an official sponsor of LSU Athletics. Their team of AC professionals have been serving the comfort needs of the people of Louisiana for over 25 years. Much like the fans of the Tigers, our commitment to Tiger athletics and providing great service remains as strong as ever. Southern Air Heating and Cooling. Go Tigers.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hear the Tigers roar. This is the LSU Sports Radio Network.
7-0 Florida leads, but LSU marching down the field. A couple of big third down conversions. Now they look at 4th and 1 at the Gator 13-yard line. And during this timeout, we went under review, an official review brought to you by Acme Oyster House. We'll see what the...
After review, the ruling on the field stands. It's 4th down.
So they were taking a look at the spot to see whether or not Booty had reached the first down marker at the 12. After review, they say he's just a yard shy. They place the ball at the 13-yard line. Our crew chief tonight, Matt Leffler, Tom Femin is the back judge, and Mitchell Wilkins, the replay official here at the Swamp, of course, assisted by collaborative replay back in Birmingham. So it will be 4th and a yard. LSU last week 0 for 3 in the Tennessee loss. 5 for 11 on the season on 4th down conversions. Coach Kelly, confidence in his offense here. 4th and a yard. Jaden Daniels under center. Emery the single back. Florida, of course, fills up the box. They give it to Emery. Looks for a small crease. He's got it inside the 12, down near the 10-yard line. And the offensive line gives him what he needed, a gain of 3 as LSU continues to mark. Get a fresh set of downs. We'll see where they place it at the 10. If it is, it'll be first down goal to go as they work inside the Capital One red zone for the first time tonight. Coming up, 12th play of this drive. Back in the pistol formation, Daniel with Emery behind him. Now moves to the right hip. Snap from the far side hash. The give is to Emery. He steps inside the 10. Makes his way down to about the 7-yard line before being stopped there by a team of Gators. A gain of 3 for Emery. Emery coming into the game. 1 rushing touchdown on the year. It was a big one on the road against Auburn. 32 carries, 123 yards on the season. So now looking at second down goal to go. Ball placed at the 7-yard line of the Gators. Still scrimmaging on the far side hash. Brian Thomas, lone receiver down here to the left. Luke Neighbors wide to the right. Daniels throws in the flat. Emery's got it at the 5. Near side. Gets through a Gator defender. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Fighting Tigers. Emery with his first reception for a touchdown on the year. 7 yards on the pitch and catch. And LSU a point after away from tying this one up. Taking their opening possession down the field. Started at the 25-yard line. LSU converted some crucial third downs. Also able to pick up the 4th down conversion against this Florida defense. Very susceptible to the run.
John Emery lined up at the left halfback spot, ran out into the left flat. Florida forgot to cover him until it was too late, and the pass was well thrown, made the reception into the end zone for the score.
Ramos trying to tie it up. Placement is down. Kick is up. Kick is good, and we're tied 7-7 here at the Swamp. By the way, Emery, his first reception for a touchdown this season. That's his first career reception for a score. And he helps the Tigers tie the game with 7:46 remaining here in the first quarter. Timeout on the field. We'll return to the Swamp right after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Dad, your prescription will be ready in just a minute. Hey, Dad, your laundry will be ready in just a minute. Dad, your lunch will be ready in just a minute.
Hey, honey, why don't you take a minute? When you help care for a loved one, you give them as much time as you can. But it's just as important to take time for yourself. AARP can help.
This is Victor McClure, the president of McClure Capital, and for decades, the host of KRLD's Common Sense Investing Show. In appreciation to all the KRLD listeners, I want to offer you a free copy of my very first book, The Common Sense Investing Guide to Retirement. This is your definitive guide to everything retirement. I put my 30-plus years as a retirement planner into one book. If you're within 20 years of retirement or currently retired, this book is the most informative guide you'll ever own. How do you get the most out of Social Security? How to properly plan for taxes, inflation, healthcare. How to get the most out of your Medicare. How to allocate your assets before and during retirement. There is a difference. How to avoid the single biggest threat to retirement. Believe it or not, it's not inflation or taxes. Most importantly, how to guarantee you'll achieve the retirement of your dreams and to make sure it lasts for the rest of your life. Call for a free copy at 972-715-2424. That's 972-715-2424, or go to ilovemyretirement.com.
Susie Solis here for carsforkids.org. Your donation to carsforkids.org can change the lives of thousands of kids in your community. Cars for Kids takes cars, trucks, and motorcycles in any condition, and the pickup is easy. Well, what if you don't have a car? Your cash donation can still make a massive impact. So choose your impact at carsforkids.org, or you can call 972-274-5437 and write off the car, not the kid.
Inflation, recession, interest rates, the Fed. How do you make sense of it all? And if you're getting close to retirement, how do you protect your money against the next market downturn? Tune in to the DeWitt and Dunn Financial Services Radio Show, Saturday morning from 9 to 10, and Sundays at noon here on News Radio 1080 KRLD.
This is WWL.
It's off the first quarter clock, converting 2 third downs and 1 fourth down en route to John Emery, hauling in a catch, taking it in from 7 yards out. Point after is good, and we're tied 7-7. Fans, Capital One offering checking and savings accounts with no fees or minimums. What's in your wallet? Doug, that's the way you answer it again. Florida able to do it fast, but LSU, to their credit, long sustained drive using a good mix of run and pass. Daniel's doing a good job, and can't say enough about the offensive line. He had time to look downfield and find open receivers.
And you have to say that Florida's was a little more efficient than LSU's, but LSU hung in there, and he finally made some completions, although one of them, there were 4 people surrounding the ball when it arrived. Still, the reception was made by Booty. And then on the touchdown, Emery out in the left flat. Florida just didn't cover him, but that's okay because he ran a nice pattern to get open in the left flat. So Daniel, with a good drive, completed the right passes, and LSU ties it up.
Here's the ensuing kickoff off the foot of Dybert. This one will go into the end zone for a touchback. So no return on this one for the Gators. And they'll start first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Gordy, you talked about it. I can still see from our vantage point a few empty seats here at the Swamp. But again, the way this place is constructed, the vibe and the energy is here. It's awfully loud.
Yeah, it's always loud. The student section is right behind the LSU bench, literally on top of the LSU bench. It's been a while, I think, since we played at night. I don't really count. The 2020 game was, of course, during the pandemic, and it wasn't a full stadium. But the energy has been fantastic. And look, Billy Napier had that energy going at Lafayette. No surprise he's brought it to Gainesville.
7:46 remaining, first quarter. Florida with the football. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Tight formation, a receiver, one to each side. Here's Pearsall. They fake the jet toss. Richardson in trouble, gets away from pressure, way back at the 10-yard line. Now running up the near side across the 25 and steps out of bounds at the 30. He was forced out to the boundary that time by Greg Brooks. Pressure in the backfield by Jay Ward. Just couldn't wrap up Richardson, but again, that's where Richardson is dangerous. Made something out of what appeared to be nothing at all, so it will be second down and 5 from the 30-yard line of the Gators. And those are those opportunities Coach Kelly has talked about numerous times this year. You're in a position, got to make that play. Ward, I'm sure if he gets the opportunity, will do it next time. Handoff on the ground. This time LSU able to wrap him up and really push ETN a little forward to about the 32-yard line as Mekhi Wingo was there and showed a little foot speed catching up with ETN off that right edge. Brings him down, but a gain of 2 is going to set up third down and 3 at the 32-yard line of the Gators.
And if you make a good play defensively, this can be a critical play in the development of this game.
Shorter out wide to the left side. Now they'll bring the tight end and Pearsall to the near side of the formation. Shotgun snap. Richardson, one snap, and now he's got it. Looking to his right, steps up in the pocket, now will run. Stops, hesitates, crosses the 35, gets to the 36, what he needed for the first down on a gain of 4. And Florida will keep the drive alive here. First down and 10 at the 36-yard line of the Gators.
Chris, you got to account for him as a runner there. He's one of those type of quarterbacks that you sometimes have to mix in the spy. Only 55% completion on the year. He's not going to beat you with his arm, but he can beat you with his feet.
Averaging 6 yards per carry coming into the game. Again, they fake the toss motion. They'll hand it off, and a little room as ETN off the left side. In between left tackle, makes his way to the 45-yard line. A gain of 9 on the carry for the freshman, again, out of Jennings, Louisiana. And talking to some of the folks here at Florida, he's not necessarily a transfer portal guy, but they do relate the fact that Billy Napier taking the job at Florida is why ETN is now wearing a Gator uniform. Second down and a yard. Again, now the Gators up at their own 45-yard line. Tie game 7-7, 5:30 clock moving first quarter here at the Swamp. Pistol formation. Zipper, the tight end, lines up left side of the formation. Richardson again going to bootleg out, step up in the pocket, and now decide to run and runs in to Harold Perkins Jr., but he picks up the 1.5 yards, maybe 2 he needed to pick up the first down, so Florida will get a fresh set of downs.
LSU with 2 really good opportunities out of the last 4 or 5 plays and just didn't quite convert them, although they had somebody in position to make the tackle, just got out-juked by the ball carrier.
First down and 10 up at the 47-yard line as the Gators close in on midfield here. Again, out wide to the left, Justin Shorter. Pearsall just off the edge of the formation to the right. They'll go back to ETN. Gets through traffic, gets to the second level, crosses into LSU territory down at the 49, just shy of the 48-yard line, a gain of 5 before Greg Penn made the stop for LSU.
No surprise, former LSU Tiger Rob Sales, the offensive coordinator over in Florida, offensive lineman, and look, they've made their money running the football. A lot of 2 tight end sets. This offensive line really, really physical. Let's see what LSU can do to slow down this Gator running attack.
Second down and 5. This time they'll call upon Lorenzo Lingard, a junior out of Orange City, Florida. He'll be in the pistol formation behind Johnson. Again, another tight formation. Motion to receiver left to right. Give it off on the carry, and it's going to be Lingard off the left edge. Inside the 45, stopped at about the 44-yard line, maybe a yard shy of another first down for the Florida Gators. Down to 3 minutes, 42 seconds remaining first quarter. Lingard will check out. They'll bring back onto the field Montrell Johnson Jr. Hails from New Orleans. Florida 1 for 1 on third down conversions here. Looking at 3rd and a yard at the LSU 44-yard line. Ball middle of the field. 2 receivers left. Now they'll motion 1 receiver. Again, it's going to be a direct snap. And up the middle is Johnson. And look like he's got enough for the 1.5 yards, maybe 2, before LSU able to get a hat on him. And just went final in Knoxville. Field goal does it for the Vols. They come out of it unbeaten. Alabama falls 52-49, and they are on the field at Neyland. And we'll see if the goalposts survive. 7-7 our score here at the Swamp. Under 3 minutes to go first quarter. Lining up wide to the left side. 1 receiver. Pistol formation. The give to Johnson again right ahead inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Again, that is the basis of this Florida offense. A gain of 3 that time for Johnson. Come into the game averaging about 436 yards per game, 213 of that, nearly 214 yards on the ground this season. Johnson moves the tight end Zanders to the left side of the formation. Out of the pistol set with 2 backs. Here's the toss, and Johnson loose down the left side, inside the 30, the 20, inside the 10. He will score. Johnson from 39 yards out. His 6th rushing touchdown of the season in Florida, regains the lead 13-7 with an even 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter.
Florida did a good job off the left tackle, just blocking LSU to the ground. A wide open spot for the ball carrier to run the ball. Once he got it, broke through the line of scrimmage, and just his speed is all he needed to get to the goal line.
So point after. Adam Mahalik, the freshman out of Tampa, Florida, been perfect on the year, 21 of 21. His second opportunity to add a point here. Placement is down. He'll swing the leg. Kick is up. And right through. 14-7. Florida now back on top. 10 plays, 75 yards, 5 minutes and 46 seconds. 39-yard touchdown for Montrell Johnson. Again, the sophomore who last year ran up and down the field for the Raging Cajuns, had 12 touchdowns a year ago. Coach Billy Napier said, hey, I'm headed to Gainesville. Why don't you come with me? And so far, it's worked out pretty well. So the Tigers now looking to answer with 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Trey Smack, freshman place kicker, will bring the Gators back onto the field. He'll tee it up at the 35-yard line. Coming into the game at 14 kickoffs, 10 of them touchbacks. First kickoff to LSU was in the back of the end zone.
Well, LSU had several opportunities in that drive to stop the drive. Just were not able to do it, and finally gave it the long run for the score by Johnson.
Here's the approach by Smack. And he'll smack the football in the air down the field. Fielded about 2 yards deep by Jack Besh. Comes up the far sideline, 15, 20, 25, and eventually dropped at about the 27-yard line. Ran out of room on that far side boundary in front of the LSU bench, and now the Tigers take over with 1:50 here in the first quarter, trailing again 14-7. Again, go back to this Florida defense, averaging about, or giving up about 25 points per game on the season. 186 rushing yards, which is 13th in the SEC. Back there, 111th in FBS football against the rush. 1st and 10 at the 27. Here come the Tigers. Buti motions right to left, snap back to Daniels. Tight pocket, slings it out near side and incomplete. Up around the 28-yard line. That time looking for Josh Williams. Could not connect. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 27.
Josh Williams in the left flat on a route And deeper than Williams was Booty, who had run a corner pattern and just wasn't covered by the defender, although Daniel didn't apparently see him in time to choose to throw the ball to him. He was wide open about 20 yards down the field.
The motion Booty now. From left to right, he'll be the lone receiver, short side of the field. Daniels with the pocket collapsing, backpedals, throws, gets it to Booty up at the 35-yard line. He immediately steps out of bounds, picks up 8 yards, but they'll be shy of the first down by a couple. Sets up 3rd down and 2 now. As Booty hauls in his 3rd catch of the night thus far. He's got 62 yards already tonight, right out of the gate for this LSU offense. Tigers able to convert 2 critical 3rd downs in that scoring drive a few moments ago. 2 for 3 on the night. Big one here. Trying to answer Florida. Trailing the Gators 14-7. Snap back Daniels. Daniels sprinting out, flips it out, gets it to Mason Taylor, who is spun and dropped at the 40, but picks up the first down. Looked like Daniels was going to come out and run it to the near side, then just kind of flipped it ahead to Mason Taylor, who awkwardly was spinning, but great concentration, hauls it in and picks up the first down. LSU stays alive. First down and 10 up at the 41.
Well, Mason Taylor does look awkward as a ball carrier, doesn't he? Receiving a pitch like that.
3 receivers right, wide side of the field. Here's the toss to Williams, far side. Again, got blockers. Second time we've seen that play call tonight. Crosses the 45 up to the 47, picks up 5 on first down before Shamar James, the freshman out of Mobile, able to trip him up, knock him down. They'll say 6 yards on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 4 up at the 47-yard line as the Tigers approach midfield with 16 seconds remaining on the clock here in the first quarter. Tigers slow getting lined up here. Let's see if they'll try to just let this one roll down as John Emery checks in. Down to 3 on the game clock. And Daniels, I don't think in any hurry. He'll let the first quarter come to an end. So 1 quarter of action here at the Swamp. Florida leading this one 14-7. LSU looking at 2nd down and 4 from their own 47-yard line when we return to Gainesville in a moment. After 1, Florida 14, LSU 7 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Check out Albertsons For You in our mobile app, where you can shop for groceries and save weekly with digital coupons all in one place. With Albertsons For You, you can earn rewards points every time you shop and redeem them for free groceries. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or go to albertsons.com to sign up. Albertsons, fresh food, local flavors.
Welcome back to our podcast here in the bayous in Louisiana. We are looking for the exclusive multiplier games from the lottery with Louisiana's very first $20 scratch-off and a top prize of $500,000. Wait a tick. We found it. Hold on. What's that sound? I think I'll get a closer look. Wait! Oh.
Hey, that's the Explorer. He found the multiplier games.
Thank you, everyone.
Try all 5 multiplier games. You could win up to $500,000. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
Hey, everybody, let's have some fun. The time is right, the party's just begun. Have a good time, strong.
Ford F-Series has been keeping the good times rolling as the best-selling truck in America 44 years straight. And with the smartest F-150 and most capable Super Duty ever built, this dynasty will keep right on rolling. Drive the new 2021 F-150 at your Southern Quality Ford dealer, proud partner of the LSU Tigers. Based on 1977 through 2020 calendar year sales.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
Second quarter action, presented by Dudley DeBosier, continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Start of the second quarter coming your way here from Gainesville. Florida leading LSU 14-7. Fans Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be LSU's championship health partner. Together, LSU and Our Lady of the Lake, creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, LSU and Our Lady of the Lake, champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at olrmc.com/LSU. Taking a look at the first half stats, presented as always by Hancock Whitney, official bank of LSU Athletics. The Gators leading the charge, not only on the scoreboard, but 127 yards total offense for Florida. 51 of that came on one play. It was the touchdown score 2 plays into the game as Florida took an early 7-0 lead. In fact, that's the only passing yards, and Richardson is 1 for 1 so far on the night through 1 quarter of play. Florida, though, their strength is running the football. So far, 76 yards on the ground for the Gators. For LSU, 95 yards total offense, 78 through the air, 17 on the ground against this Gator defense. Very susceptible to rushing offenses, but so far LSU's been able to use the passing game. Keyshawn Booty involved early and often here. 3 catches, 62 yards, had a long of 40. So the Tigers now looking at 2nd down and 4. Switch sides of the field as we start second quarter action from the 47-yard line of their own. Attacking left to right. Daniel stands in the pocket, lets it fly, goes to Booty, sliding down, makes the catch down at the Florida 32-yard line. 4th catch of the night for Keyshawn. And a big 2nd down play there gets them into Gator territory.
And that's okay.
On the door at the 32.
Yeah, the pass was thrown a little short, making Booty go to the ground to catch it. Had it been a little bit better thrown, he could have run with it for a number of yards, but it was a completion, and that's important.
This time they hand it off to Emery on 1st down, trying to make his way to the 30-yard line. Stood up there, but they'll give him forward progress right at the Florida 30-yard line. So set up 2nd down and about 8 upcoming, just underway here in the second quarter. Keyshawn Booty, 4 catches, 83 yards so far through a quarter plus here in Gainesville. Snap back to Daniels on 2nd down, flips it out to Emery, far side, almost slips through a shoestring tackle, but is tripped up as he reached the 25, but does fall forward down to the 20-yard line and picks up the 1st down, 10 yards on the quick hitter out in the left flat to Emery.
Very similar to the pass pattern he ran and scored the touchdown on, out into the left flat, went out to the flat, turned towards the sideline. Pass was well thrown. Just a shoestring tackle brought him down.
Inside the Capital One red zone for the 2nd time tonight. Pistol formation for Daniels, and now timeout taken by LSU. So Coach Kelly wants to talk about it. Calls the first time out of the first half here for LSU with 13:38 remaining in the second quarter. We'll take one with them. We'll return to the swamp in a moment. LSU with the football, looking at 1st down and 10, just inside the 20-yard line of the Gators. They trail Florida 14-7. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Looking for the courage to walk away from work with the confidence that you have the money to do it. Saving for retirement is one thing. Making your money last for 30 years, for that, you may need some help. Tune in to the DeWitt and Dunn Financial Services Radio Show, Saturday morning from 9 to 10, and Sundays at noon, here on News Radio 1080, KRLD.
Mike Rogers here with a great way to help some good, smart, young people all over North Texas by donating a vehicle to carsforkids.org. Thousands of KRLD listeners have done this over the years. I've done it myself. Cars for Kids will accept cars, trucks, motorcycles in any condition. And if you don't have a car, your cash donation can make just as much of a difference. Call today at 972-274-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org and write off the car, not the kid.
This is Victor McClure, the president of McClure Capital, and for decades, the host of KRLD's Common Sense Investing Show. In appreciation to all the KRLD listeners, I want to offer you a free copy of my very first book, The Common Sense Investing Guide to Retirement. This is your definitive guide to everything retirement. I put my 30-plus years as a retirement planner into one book. If you're within 20 years of retirement or currently retired, this book is the most informative guide you'll ever own. How do you get the most out of Social Security? How to properly plan for taxes, inflation, healthcare. How to get the most out of your Medicare. How to allocate your assets before and during retirement. There is a difference. How to avoid the single biggest threat to retirement. Believe it or not, it's not inflation or taxes. Most importantly, how to guarantee you'll achieve the retirement of your dreams and to make sure it lasts for the rest of your life. Call for a free copy at 972-715-2424. That's 972-715-2424, or go to ilovemyretirement.com.
Is WWL.
Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Second quarter action, presented by Dudley DeBosier, continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
13:38 remaining in the second quarter. It's Florida 14, LSU 7. Gordy Rush, the Sunshine Sideline Report. Guys, I think the story for LSU offensively has to be Jaden Daniels, who's throwing for 110 yards so far in this football game. A lot of it going to Keishon Boutte, who's been in man-to-man coverage, and there have been a whole lot of opportunities because Florida, unlike Tennessee last week, has elected to bring pressure. And let's give LSU's offensive line credit. I think since the first two plays, they've hung in there and they've given Daniels the opportunity to throw the football. They've given him some time. Chris?
Thank you, Gordy. Yeah, Doug, you take a look at this offensive line. This is the sixth combination LSU's had to put out there in 7 ball games without Dellinger tonight. But Will Campbell back into the lineup at left tackle. You move Frazier and Bradford there to your guards, Charles Turner and Emory Jones. And again, as Gordy mentioned, giving Daniels time. Still haven't established the run game per se, but have allowed Daniels to stand in the pocket and find his great receiver so far, Keishon Boutte, for 4 catches and 83 yards.
Well, he had to scramble around early in the game to find spot open enough to throw the pass, but once he kind of got into more of a rhythm, he looks more comfortable now. Don't know how long that's going to last, if it's going to last at all, but it is much better doing it that way than having to jump around, avoid tackles, and then throw the ball and complete it in the massive bodies.
First down and 10 at the 19. Looks like a designed quarterback draw. Florida, though, stays at home, able to make the play, and an excellent job fighting through is Justice Boone, the freshman out of Sumter, South Carolina. Former Sumter High Gamecock just fought his way through that offensive front. Got to Daniels and brings him down after just a 2-yard gain. It'll be second down and 8. Now at the 17-yard line of the Gators. LSU trailing by a touchdown, 14-7. Second quarter action, 13-11 clock moving. They'll spread the field. One receiver out wide to the right, one wide to the left. Neighbors to the left. Jenkins to the right. Boutte in the slot to the right side. Now they'll motion out Taylor to the left. Daniels looking left, steps up in the pocket, breaks an arm tackle, now flips it out to Jones, or rather Emory, and it's incomplete. Boy, that was hot coming out of the hands, and I don't think John Emory was ready for it. It's incomplete. Sets up third down and 8 at the 17. Maybe too much improvisation that time.
Emory was out to the right side, and he looked like he was getting ready to receive a pass. Then he made his mind up that it was not going to be a pass, and he's going to go block. Started to make his blocking move, and then the pass was thrown. So he didn't really have a fair chance to make the reception. Daniels got to get rid of the football earlier than that if he's going to do that.
Things getting loud here in Gainesville. Third down and 8 for LSU. 3 for 4 on third down conversions. Here come the Gators. Late blitz. Pass delivered to Jenkins. Near side hash at about the 10. Falls forward down near the 5-yard line. Big time catch for Teray Jenkins, and credit Jaden Daniels standing in the pocket after that late blitz came his way. Fired and delivered it to Jenkins, and it sets up first down, goal to go now at the Gator 4-yard line. 13-yard reception. Jenkins comes up big. They'll line up 2 receivers left. Jenkins and Boutte. Boutte in the slot. Neighbors the wide out to the right side. From the Gator 4-yard line. First down, goal to go. Snap to Daniels. Give it off to Emory. Emory tries to fight his way between right tackle and right guard. Gets down near the 2, maybe the 1-yard line. We'll see where they place it after they get everybody up off the ground. Maybe picked up 3 yards on that carry. LSU lines it up quickly. They'll have it right at the Gator 1-yard line. Again, the snap. This time, Daniels going to pull, trying to get out to the right edge. Breaks 1 tackle, leaps into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Tigers. That time he pulled from Emory. Everybody crashed at the line of scrimmage, and Daniels had 1 man to beat out in the right corner, was able to do so. Great block ahead by Neighbors, and the 1-yard rushing touchdown from Daniels. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And now the Tigers again a point after away from tying this up with 11:55 to go here in the first half.
Well, he made the fake to look like the handoff was to Emory and then pulled it out, sprinted around the right side into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ramos on, trying to add 1 more. Bramblett to hold. Slade Roy will snap the football back. Does so. Placement down. Ramos swings the leg. It is through and true, and we are tied at 14-all here at the Swamp. LSU, another long, sustained drive. 12 plays, 73 yards, 3 minutes and 11 minutes off the second quarter clock. 11:55 remaining. Actually expand first quarter into the second quarter. But we got a timeout on the field. We got a tie game. 14-all, Florida and LSU. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of LSU Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
No matter which road you take, the Toyota Tundra is the perfect way to navigate it. You may find yourself in some pretty remote places.
That view is amazing.
Or in places where pastimes become stories that become legends.
I got one. It's a keeper.
And each day ends watching a star-filled sky.
Whoa.
Built to follow your path, the Toyota Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Visit your local Toyota dealer to check out the Toyota Tundra. How Tigers go tailgate. Toyota, proud partner of LSU Athletics. See packages and options at toyota.com for feature availability.
Second quarter action, presented by Dudley DeBosier, continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Gators and Tigers slugging it out here at the Swamp. 14-14 our score. Fans Toyota's national sales event is on. Visit your local Toyota dealer. Check out the Ready for Anything Toyota Tundra. How Tigers go tailgate. Toyota, proud partner of LSU Athletics. LSU with a 12-play drive, 73 yards, 3 minutes, 11 seconds. Again, converting on third downs, driving down the field. Jaden Daniels, beautiful play. Put it in the belly of John Emery, then pulls it out. Scampers out to the right side, gets by one defender, and leaps into the end zone for his fourth rushing touchdown of the year. Point after was good. We're tied 14-all. Let's check the Caesar Sportsbook scoreboard. Some really solid games across the SEC today. We'll tell you about those that are final. It was a wild one in Oxford. A little weather delay in the fourth quarter, but Auburn held tough. But Ole Miss pulls away 48-34 the final. Ole Miss now 7-0 on the season. No lying wait. Come to Tiger Stadium next week to take on LSU. Arkansas, they get KJ Jefferson back. He throws for 367 yards. They beat BYU out west 52-35 for the Razorbacks. Georgia, no problem with Vanderbilt today. Bulldogs 55, Vandy nothing. And as we told you just a few moments ago, in Knoxville, Tennessee knocks off number 3 Alabama 52-49. Last second field goal by the Volunteers. Ensuing kickoff from the Tigers out of the back right corner of the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and Florida will start first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So we'll see Anthony Richardson again 1 for 1 on the night. It was a 51-yard touchdown strike to start the game. Florida, though, relying on the ground game so far. 76 yards on the ground. Richardson a part of that run game, along with Montrell Johnson and Trevor Etienne. So the Gators line up on the near side hash. First down and 10 from their own 25. They'll stack 2 receivers to the right. Motion the tight end to the right side. Richardson calls for the snap, looking right all the way. Now steps up in the pocket, running, and LSU will run him down and bring him down at about the 29-yard line. After a gain of 4, it was Savion Jones who came from behind to make the tackle on the Florida quarterback. It'll be about second down. They'll say 7. They'll give him only 3 on the carry. Said his knee was down at the 28-yard line. Florida will break from the huddle, send 3 receivers to the near side. Richardson will be in the pistol set. Back behind him, Trevor Etienne. 2nd down and 7 from the 28. Zipper, the tight end, moves from left to right side of the formation. Tigers show they're coming after him. They'll hand it off. Etienne trying to stretch it far side, and LSU, nothing but gold helmets over there, bring him down quickly. May have lost a yard on that play. Boy, the Tigers were moving.
It's good gang tackling off of the right offensive tackle. LSU had everybody you needed to defeat the blockers waiting there for the tackle to be made. They made a great tackle and a great team tackle. So it's 3rd down, about 7 to go for Florida. Big down here in this game.
Mackay squared there. It was Mackay Garner and Mackay Wingo combining on that stop for LSU. 3rd down and 7. Snap back to Richardson, empty backfield. Stands in the pocket, wants to throw. Has pressure, now dumps it off to Etienne near side. LSU trying to get to the running back, and they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line near side. Great open field tackle that time, only a yard gained as Micah Baskerville saw the play moving to the near side and quickly jetted his way to the ball carrier, got down to Etienne. And we'll set up 4th down and 6, and we'll see the punt unit come on for Florida. With 10 minutes even, clock moving here in the 2nd quarter. Jeremy Crawshaw, a sophomore out of Sydney, Australia, will punt for the first time tonight. Takes the football, lets it fly from about the 17-yard line. Back deep, Jack Besh plants at the 20 and muffs the football. Diving for it, the Gators have it inside the 15. Florida Gator football on another mishandled punt by LSU. And after the defense gets a great stop, forces the first punt of the night, Gators special team comes up big on the play, and they'll have the football inside the LSU red zone.
I'll tell you, Doug, I just thought that was not a great decision by Jack Best there to field that and not fair catch it. That punt had tremendous hang time on it. And because of that, the defenders were right on him, and he pulled his eyes down as he was catching the ball, and it caused him to miss it.
And Gordy, I think you could see it even from here and certainly from where you are, that is exactly what happened. He got distracted as everybody closed in on him, and the punt was going to be right on top of him before he was able to make a catch. Then he didn't make the fair catch.
So back in business are the Gators, looking to throw after they get it off to Montrell Johnson. He goes to his right, wants to throw down into the end zone to Henderson, but the throw was well off the mark out of the back right corner, incomplete. So Florida, after getting the special teams gift, starting 1st down and 10 inside the red zone at the 13, tries to come up with the big play there. Comes up empty, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the LSU 13. Perkins will check out for the Tigers defensively. Motion a receiver right to left. Richardson gets the snap. Looks left. Now backpedals. Pocket collapses. Now he's going to run up the middle of the field, inside the 10, inside the 5, down around the 4-yard line of LSU. And that's why he's dangerous. He wanted to throw the football. Pocket got tight, but nobody able to keep him in the pocket. Runs downhill, and it looked like he had enough for the first down. And it will be 1st down goal to go from the LSU 4-yard line. Handoff, and this time going nowhere is Johnson slung down near the line of scrimmage. Maybe got down to the 3, a yard gain, that's all. So LSU's defense going to have to stiffen up here after another special teams mistake. They got the stop they wanted, and they give it right back to the Gators. In a tie game, 14-14, 8:42 here in the 2nd quarter. And Richardson looking to the near sideline here as Florida huddles up.
Then on the ensuing play, LSU had enough people to make the tackle on Richardson. They let him escape up the middle, and he's down with the ball at the 3-yard line, 2nd down.
Fake the toss out to the near side. Richardson sprints out, throws at the goal line, incomplete. The throw was down around the ankles of Dante Sanders, the tight end. Couldn't come up with it. Incomplete. Sets up third down goal to go at the LSU 3. Tried to get the defense going one way on the fake toss, and then Richardson sprinting out, but he threw that one right down at the shoe tops of the big tight end, 6'5", 291-pounder Dante Sanders. So now the Gators will dial it up here. Third down, goal to go from the LSU 3-yard line. In a tie game, 14-14. Richardson sends out the troops. Two receivers right. Zipper, the tight end, will be left to the formation in a half H-back position. High snapper Richardson hands it off. Johnson trying to power his way to the end zone. And eventually a late call. It's a touchdown. Johnson got hit around the 2, but had forward momentum, able to carry him in right over the goal line, and Florida regains the lead 20-14 with 8:13 to go here before halftime.
Now the play was off left tackle, and he got hit at the line of scrimmage. He fought his way forward and kept fighting. Finally kind of fell into the end zone. I don't know if they're going to review it.
Looks like we may. Matt Leffler coming out. And they will go take a look at it here. So we'll go under review for the second time tonight. Brought to you by Acme Oyster House. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Fighting Tiger football on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hear the Tigers roar worldwide. The LSU Sports Radio Network and the LSU Sports mobile app.
Back inside the Caesar Sportsbook broadcast booth. 20-14 the scoreboard says right now. We are under a review to take a look at whether or not Montrell Johnson punched it in for his second touchdown tonight. Would be his 7th on the season. So we'll see if there's enough evidence to overturn this call. But Gordy Rush, let's go down for a Sunshine sideline report. They get the big turnover on special teams. Florida comes out, tries the halfback pass. That doesn't work. Then they try a little misdirection on Richardson on a sprint out. That doesn't work. And then finally, Coach Napier said, you know what? Let's just get down there, run the football. And they hand it off to Johnson. And as we sit here, he's able to get in for the score.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. I haven't seen a good angle on it. It's close. He actually fell on top of an LSU defender, and we'll see if they're able to overturn that. Look, I think the key going forward for LSU defensively is when you rush Richardson, much like a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago against Auburn and Robbie Ashford, you want to rush to contain him. He's going to beat you more times than not running the football, and too many times some of the defensive linemen on that play, both Wingo and Roy, got too far up the field. This is one of the things you want to kind of put a semicircle around him and keep him in that semicircle.
The ruling on the field stands. It's a touchdown.
So after review, touchdown will stand. It's 20-14 Florida. And they will now set up for the point after attempt with 8:13 remaining here in the second quarter. And again, you look down on that LSU sideline. Coach Brian Kelly frustrated. Again, you gave up the home run ball in the opening drive, set up by a 48-yard kick return to start the game. Then you get the stop you want just moments ago, and then on the punt, give it right back to the Gators inside the red zone at the LSU 13, and eventually Johnson punches it in. Point after is up, and the point after is good. 21-14. Florida now back on top. We've got 8:13 remaining before halftime. We'll return to Gainesville after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
In the SEC,
Susie Solis here for carsforkids.org. Your donation to carsforkids.org can change the lives of thousands of kids in your community. Cars for Kids takes cars, trucks, and motorcycles in any condition, and the pickup is easy. Well, what if you don't have a car? Your cash donation can still make a massive impact. So choose your impact at carsforkids.org, or you can call 972-274-5437 and write off the car, not the kid.
This is Victor McClure, the president of McClure Capital, and for decades, the host of KRLD's Common Sense Investing Show. In appreciation to all the KRLD listeners, I want to offer you a free copy of my very first book, The Common Sense Investing Guide to Retirement. This is your definitive guide to everything retirement. I put my 30-plus years as a retirement planner into one book. If you're within 20 years of retirement or currently retired, this book is the most informative guide you'll ever own. How do you get the most out of Social Security? How to properly plan for taxes, inflation, healthcare. How to get the most out of your Medicare. How to allocate your assets before and during retirement. There is a difference. How to avoid the single biggest threat to retirement. Believe it or not, it's not inflation or taxes. Most importantly, how to guarantee you'll achieve the retirement of your dreams and to make sure it lasts for the rest of your life. Call for a free copy at 972-715-2424. That's 972-715-2424. Or go to ilovemyretirement.com.
This is WWL.
Florida Gators here at home leading LSU 21-14 with 8:13 remaining. Albertsons app or go to albertsons.com to sign up. Albertsons, fresh food, local flavors.
Are you tired of lugging your grill to every tailgate you attend? Do you want a more convenient portable option that is environmentally friendly? Look no further than Charbox. Charbox is the world's only green disposable grill box. Charbox is a ready-to-use grill box with uniquely formulated all-natural charcoal that can last 3 to 6 hours. It's easy to light, easy to use, easy to clean up, and recyclable. Get yours today at charbox.com. That's CHRBOX.com.
This has been the Fighting Tiger Halftime Report, presented by Super One Foods. Super One Foods has you covered on game day and every day, with super low prices and curbside pickup. Go Tigers and go Super One Foods. The second half is coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
28-21 at halftime. LSU leading the Florida Gators here at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium at Florida Field and Steve Spurrier Field in Gainesville, Florida. Both teams back out on the field, loosening up to prepare for the second half. Let me give you the individual statistics from the first half. For LSU, passing, Daniels was 14 of 18. He started out kind of slow with his first 2 or 3, but then got hot and was very, very accurate from that point. 14 of 18, 252 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, a completion percentage of 78 yards. In rushing, Williams, 6 rushes for 30 yards, Emery 5 for 21, Daniels 7 for 3. For Florida in passing, Richardson was 5 of 8 for 79 yards and 1 touchdown, and that was first play of the game is when that 1 touchdown was made. Johnson was 0 for 1. Florida for rushing, Johnson 6 carries for 48 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The long was 39 yards. Richardson 7 for 21 yards. His long was 10. Etienne 5 of 18. His long was 9. Receiving, Florida was shorter. 1 reception for 51 yards. Pearsall 1 for 20. Zipperer 1 for 6. For LSU, Booty 4 for 83 yards. Jenkins 2 for 67 and a touchdown. The long was 54 yards, and he made what I thought was the greatest catch of the entire game up to this point. So there you have the individual stats. Halftime, LSU leading Florida 28-21. It's somewhat of a surprise considering how the game started for LSU, but the Tigers fought back. They got back into it. They will be receiving now. They won the toss at the beginning of the game. They deferred and immediately kind of gave up a touchdown to Florida after 1 play. But now they have a chance to have the ball. Let's see if they can get that play back and extend their lead from 28-21 to something greater. If this is just waiting for the approval to get the second half started, Florida be kicking from our right to our left. Here to give you all the play-by-play for the second half, here's Chris Blair.
Thank you, Doug. Tigers with 4 possessions in the first half here at the Swamp, come away with 4 touchdowns. Again, as Doug mentioned, get the football to start. Jade Daniels. Coach Kelly, I asked him on Thursday night, do you like the progression, not of the season thus far, but over the last 2 weeks, going back to last week in that tough loss, still took some shots, had some long throws to the boundary, and tonight so far has played superb at quarterback. Offensive line gets the tip of the cap as well, along with this receiving corps. First down and 10 at the 25, 15 minutes up on the board as we start the third quarter of action. Mason Taylor, the tight end, will motion right to left. Daniels in the shotgun, waits on the snap. Now gets it to Williams. Williams hit behind the line and breaks free. Left side, 35, 40, still upright. Across midfield, breaks loose far side. Inside the 40, inside the 30. And Josh Williams stopped eventually at the Florida Gator 25-yard line. A 50-yard run for Williams, who just would not go down. Gators had 3 times. Got a hit on him. He just wouldn't go. Big first down at 10, sets him up at the 25-yard line. Williams will get a breather. They'll bring in John Emery. Emery will get the carry. Emery shakes off a defender and eventually is pulled down after he reached the 21-yard line. He was an arm tackle away from breaking that one. against this Florida defense that we've touched on, really been gashed all season long in the run game. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 21-yard line right out of the gate here in the third quarter. LSU leading 28-21. They've got the Gator defense on their heels right out of the start. Emery on a wing to the left side of Daniels. Florida trying to adjust at the defensive front. Here's the snap. Daniels going to keep off the left edge. Steps inside at the 15. Dives forward down to the Gator 10-yard line. Maybe made it to the 9. He'll pick up the first down. It will be first down, goal to goal for the Tigers once again inside the Capital One red zone. 11-yard gain for Daniels on a design run off the left side. They'll have Neighbors and Mason Taylor out wide to the left. Booty and Jenkins wide to the right. Ball placed just inside the far side hash. Daniels and Emery in the backfield. Steps up to the offensive line, now steps back into the shotgun. First down, goal to goal from the 9 of the Gators. Daniels, again, design run, goes left, cuts back right, gets to the 5, tries to stretch it towards the pylon. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Tigers. Jaden Daniels with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. Credit to Ray Jenkins, the wideout, blocking out there to secure the runway. And Daniels does the rest. His 5th rushing touchdown of the year. The 9-yard touchdown run makes it 34-21 Fighting Tigers.
And that was about as nonchalant a touchdown run as I've ever seen. Daniels kept looking for a little place to step in the end zone, and he kept backing it off and looking for a place. Finally, he found the place he wanted and stepped in there without taking a lick.
Ramos on trying to add one more. Waits on the snap from Slade Roy. Here it comes. Placement is down. Ramos puts it up, and it is good. 35-21. LSU with a big statement to start the third quarter of action. Timeout on the field. Tigers with their largest lead of the night. It's 14, 35-21 over the Gators. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Mike Rogers here with a great way to help some good, smart, young people all over North Texas by donating a vehicle to carsforkids.org. Thousands of KRLD listeners have done this over the years. I've done it myself. Cars for Kids will accept cars, trucks, motorcycles in any condition. And if you don't have a car, your cash donation can make just as much of a difference. Call today at 972-274-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org and write off the car, not the kid.
You just returned from holiday vacation and there it is, a letter from the IRS. You don't even want to open it. Hi, I'm local tax attorney Nick Namath. I have been right here in Dallas for more than 20 years helping Texans resolve their IRS issues. At the law offices of Nick Namath, we focus on helping people resolve IRS wage levies, bank levies, and even unfiled returns. Call me, Nick Namath, the DFW tax attorney, at 972-484-0829 or go to myiRSteam.com.
Are you worried that your retirement savings are wasting away in this crumbling market and you have no plan? Hi, this is Ken Moraif at Retirement Planners of America. We specialize in protection. When we saw the dramatic shift in the market last April, we got our clients out to help protect their retirement. Will you have enough to retire on? Should you get out too? Is it too late to get out? Please visit rpoa.com and sign up to visit with one of our retirement planning specialists. We will give you a free retirement cash flow plan, no cost, no obligation. We are a fiduciary and we only win when you win. And our number one priority is your financial peace of mind. Our goal is that you can retire when you want to and that your money will last as long as you do. Go to rpoa.com, sign up for your retirement cash flow plan. That's rpoa.com.
Retirement Planners of America, rpoa.com.
Is WWL.
Third quarter action continues. Presented by H&E Equipment Services on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
13-17. Just a few moments into the third quarter, LSU has extended its lead now 35-21 over the Florida Gators. Took the third quarter opening kickoff, 4 plays, 75 yards, highlighted by a 50-yard run for Josh Williams. Eventually, Jaden Daniels would scamper in from the 9-yard line, and a minute and 43 seconds off the third quarter clock. And again, LSU Must have been listening up here. We talked about Florida struggling to stop the run this season. That time, 4 plays all on the ground. LSU just marched it right down the throat of this Florida Gator defense. Nathan Dibert on to kick it back to the Gators now.
And this is a different looking LSU team than we've seen in a long time. They just look so committed to the run. And now you're right, Chris. That's exactly what they've done.
So the touchback by Dibert will set up the Gators first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. H&E Equipment Services, the official construction equipment partner of LSU Athletics. Remember, for all of your rental needs, call 877-700-RENT or visit herentals.com today. Gators come out, first down at 10 at the 25. They got a little work to do to get their fans back on their side. They were upset with this team headed into the halftime locker room. Tough crowd here at the Swamp, even if you're wearing orange and blue. First down and 10 at the 25. Richardson in the shotgun. Motions Henderson, the receiver. Right to left. He'll put it in the belly this time of Johnson. He goes nowhere. May have lost a yard. LSU punishes him. Jaquelin Roy got to him first, dropped him immediately. Let's see if they gave him forward progress. Nope, it was a loss. They're going to give him the 25. Boy, it looked like he was well shy of the 25, but they'll say no gain on the play. Second down, 10 at the 25. LSU's defense, outside of 2 big plays tonight in the first quarter, really settled in here. Got to keep it up. Second down and 10 at the 25. Richardson, little play action. Slings it out towards the far slash and the hash marks, and he's got it. Catch made up around the 39-yard line by Justin Shorter. A gain of 13 yards. Bernard Converse was on coverage, made the stop immediately, but they'll pick up the first down, move the ball out to the 39-yard line of their very own. 2 receivers left, including Pearsall in the slot to the left side. 1 lone receiver up top, right side of the formation. Motion Henderson at the snap. Hand it off. It'll be Johnson. And Johnson will cross the 40 up to the 41, maybe picked up 2. It'll be second down and 8. Again, Florida trying to run right at the teeth of this LSU defense. Jaquelin Roy again on another stop. Down to 12 minutes remaining, third quarter. Florida again taking their time as Richardson looks to the near sideline. Now they'll send 2 receivers out wide to the left, 2 wide outs to the right. The tight end, Keon Zipperer, to the left of the formation. Second down and 8 for the Gators. Empty backfield. Now they'll motion a receiver. Here's the snap to Richardson. Corner blitz coming. Richardson hit, but delivers to Pearsall up across midfield. Pearsall grabbed at the 45 and stopped around the 30, but it may be a face mask coming in. There's a late hit by the Gators trying to get Pearsall some extra yards, and that'll be a late flag. Another one coming in. It looked like Pearsall was grabbed inadvertently at the 35, but it certainly moved his head around. The flag came out immediately, and then after he was stopped at about the 28-yard line trying to push forward, Florida came in, put a hit. As Mekhi Garner is slow to get up, shaken up a little bit for LSU. He'll walk on his own power to that far sideline. But now the officials going to get together, maybe a couple of infractions on this play.
Yeah, Chris, you took the back end of it. Let me take the front end back here where the quarterback was. Jay Ward came in on the safety blitz unattached, and he went low on Richardson, the quarterback. So I think they're going to flag Richardson right there, and then you've got the backside. So there are a lot of flags on the field right now.
They're still talking it over. Again, Matt Leffler, our crew chief, he's got just about everybody in black and white stripes huddled up at the 29-yard line of LSU. And the crowd wants an answer. Coach Brian Kelly just a few steps away. He wants an answer, and they're still talking it over. Again, there were multiple flags at multiple places on the field. Now we'll get the call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 5 on the defense for a low hit. After the play was over, unnecessary roughness, number 67 on the offense. That's a 15-yard penalty. It will be first down.
So the Gators pick up the first down. Crowd loved the first penalty, not so much a fan of the second one.
Distance on the penalty.
I'm not sure what Leffler was trying to explain to us there. The penalty against LSU was in the pocket in the offensive backfield. Now they're going to march off half the distance Trying to see where they'll place the football. It'll be inside the 25. Now they're going to move it back, put it at the 29. So
what good did that do?
They were inside the 30. It was a 15-yard deal, so they have to do half the distance. I think he just wanted to clarify it wasn't going to be a 15-yard plow.
Do you think it's clarified?
It is not. It absolutely is not. But I think that's what he's paid to do.
But unfortunately, Florida comes up with the big play. It's Pearsall once again. 29-yard reception. Then after the infractions, they set it up first down and 10 now at the LSU 29-yard line. Pistol formation for Richardson. He'll turn, hand it off to Johnson off the left edge. He'll make his way to the 25. Stop there. Coming in to make the tackle quickly, Greg Penn along with Micah Baskerville. 10:54 clock moving, third quarter, 35-21. LSU leading over Florida here. The Gators here at home not going to just go away quietly. Second down and 6 after the 4-yard gain. Marks it at the 25-yard line. Ball middle of the field. Gators attacking right to left as you look down at your radio dial and as we look down here at Steve Spurrier Florida Field. Motion to receiver. Here's the snap. Give to Johnson. Johnson again stuffed at the line of scrimmage. No gain at the 25 as LSU's defensive front allowed Micah Baskerville to get in there and make the quick tackle. Just got the nose of the football inside the 25. Virtually no gain on the play. It'll be third down and 6 at the LSU 25-yard line. The Gators on the night, 3 of 6 on third down conversions. Again, the crowd waiting for the Gators to give them something to come to life. It's fairly quiet here at the Swamp, all things considered. Third down and 6 at the 25. Richardson calls for the snap. Helmet high. He's got it. Fakes to the left. Throws out in the flat to the right. Catch going to be made at the 20. And driving a Tiger inside the 20 to the 18-yard line for the first down is Lorenzo Lingard, the junior out of Orange City, Florida, going to pick up the first down on the quick hitter out to the running back who just leaked out on the right side. Again, LSU was there, but Lingard had the forward momentum, able to drive them in for the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 now at the LSU 18-yard line. Hash mark far side. Under 9.5 to go, third quarter. Shorter out wide to the left. Henderson, the wide receiver, to the right side. Richardson in the pistol formation along with Montrell Johnson. Motion Henderson right to left. Here's the snap. The give to Johnson. Runs downhill to his left. Hit immediately, or rather Lingard on the carry was hit immediately by Harold Perkins Jr. But he picks up 2 yards to the 16-yard line of the Tigers.
It's a pretty good solid tackle, though, by Harold Perkins. He's a good tackler. He's fast. He's strong, and he's just very young right now.
Looking at second down and 8. Just outside the 15-yard line of the Tigers. Ball middle of the field. 35-21 LSU with the lead on the road here over the Gators. Justin Shorter, the wide out to the left side. Henderson motions from right of the formation. They'll have 2 wide to the left. Again, they'll hand it off Lingard, but a flag and stops the play. Looked like movement up front for the Gators.
False start on the offense. Number 77, 5-yard penalty. It is second down.
Ethan White, the guilty party, junior out of Clearwater, Florida. A left guard for this Florida Gator offense, and amazingly, just the 3rd penalty of the night. And all 3 coming in this drive. 2 against the Gators, 1 against the Tigers. So backs up Florida, looking at second down 13, back at their own, or rather LSU's 21-yard line. Again, ball placed middle of the field. Lingard stays in there as the running back. Richardson gets the snap, hands it off to Lingard. Huge hole off the right edge. Gets to the second level and then tripped up by Jay Ward at about the 12-yard line after a gain of 8. Still some work to do. It'll be third down and 4 at the LSU 12.
Lingard comes in there, 3rd leading rusher, actually 4th if you want to count Richardson, the quarterback, but 3rd in terms of tailbacks. To me, guys, he's got a little bit more of a burst than Etienne and Johnson, and that's what they need right now. They're struggling to find holes in that defensive line of LSU.
Yeah, Lingard spent 2 years as a Miami Hurricane before relocating north to Central Florida here in Gainesville. Third down and 4 at the 12. Richardson Moves Lingard from the left hip to the right hip. 2 receivers right. Now they'll motion a receiver, rather the tight end to the right side, and Richardson almost run out of time. They have to burn a timeout. So again, Florida with some issues getting the play in, getting the snap off. They have to burn a timeout, their first here of the second half. LSU leading 35-21 at the Swamp. 7:08 remains, third quarter action. Back to Gainesville after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
From Baton Rouge to Bastrop, Women's Hospital is bringing mammograms closer to home and closer to you. With our mobile mammography coaches traveling to 31 parishes throughout Louisiana, scheduling your annual mammogram is easier than ever before. Visit womans.org/mammogram or call 225-401-3849 today to request your appointment. That's 225-401-3849.
Hi, I'm Joseph, an employee at BASF in Louisiana. BASF has been creating chemistry that is essential to our economy and quality of life in Louisiana for over 60 years. And since 2009, we have invested more than $2 billion in new projects here. Career opportunities await engineers, process operators, safety specialists, and more. Visit basf.us/LA. BASF, we create chemistry.
Welcome back to our podcast here in the bayous in Louisiana. We are looking for the exclusive multiplier games from the lottery with Louisiana's very first $20 scratch-off and a top prize of $500,000. Wait a tick. We found it. Hold on. What's that sound? I think I'll get a closer look. Right. Oh.
Hey, that's the Explorer. He found the multiplier games.
Thank you, everyone.
Try all 5 multiplier games. You could win up to $500,000. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
Is keeping up with rental payments and maintenance issues making you run in circles? Check out GoProperty.com for all of your real estate management software needs. Keep all of your property payments, needs, and maintenance issues in one place to save you time and money. And with all that extra time, you will have more time for Tigers. Check out GoProperty.com, spelled the Louisiana way, for more information.
Third quarter action continues. Presented by H&E Equipment Services on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
35-21. LSU leading over Florida here at the Swamp. Third quarter action, 7:08 remaining. Don't forget, fans, lower your utility bills with an efficient, reliable Trane air conditioning system. Visit TraneSouth.com, find a local dealer, get a free estimate on a system that will fit your needs and your budget. Begin saving now because it's hard to stop a train. The Florida Gators in good shape here, looking at 3rd down and 4, obviously 3rd and manageable, down at the LSU 12-yard line. A costly penalty after a big play for Florida in the passing game. Got them inside the red zone. Gators had to burn a timeout there after not being quite on the same page. So they'll break from the near side huddle. Looking at 3rd down and 4. And reach the 8-yard line of the Tigers to pick up a fresh set of downs. Gators break from the huddle. Ball on the far side hash. Richardson stays in the pistol formation. Lingard, the single back behind him. Motion Henderson behind the running back. Richardson wants to throw under duress and, well, just throw it away into the LSU sideline. Actually, about 5 rows up into the seats. Far side is Greg Penn and B.J. Ojolari breathing down Richardson's neck. They faked the run, tried to sprint him out to the right, but he was doing nothing but backpedaling and just got rid of the football. It'll set up 4th down and 4 now at the LSU 12. And right now it appears Richardson and company will stay on the field, and the Gators will try it on 4th down. They're 9 of 13 this year, 69% efficiency. LSU defense going to try to dig deep here with 7:01 remaining in the third quarter. And Coach Brian Kelly didn't like the way the Tigers were lined up, and he'll call a timeout. And he is some kind of hot. Florida lined up. Richardson was in the shotgun with a single back. Coach Kelly comes down to the 15-yard line and says, I want a timeout. So the Tigers burn their first timeout of the second half with 7:01 remaining. Gives us a chance to take a look at the Caesars Sportsbook scoreboard. Again, in the SEC. Georgia, no problem today. Number 1 in the land. They get by Vandy 55-0 between the hedges. Arkansas gets KJ Jefferson back, throws for 367 yards, and they just run by BYU 52-35. The Razorbacks with the win. Auburn hung tough for a while, but Ole Miss pulled away late, 48-34. Rebels with the win to move to 7-0 on the season. And what a game in Knoxville. Tennessee knocks off Alabama 52-49 with a last-second field goal to walk it off. By the way, Mississippi State and Kentucky, a thrill fest, 3-3, the halftime score. 4th down and 4. Gators come out on offense. Must reach the LSU 8-yard line. Richardson now empties the backfield all alone. Calling for the snap. Slaps the hands. He's got it. Looks to quick fire. Incomplete at the 6-yard line. They tried the slant to shorter. And I mean an absolute bullet out of the arms of Anthony Richardson, which may have taken the gloves off the hands of Shorter had he got a hand on it. It's incomplete. Turnover on downs, and LSU defense gets the stop. Takes over possession with 6:58 remaining here in the third quarter. And again, the air getting sucked out of the swamp.
What a great job, LSU defensively. That's what you want to do. You want Richardson to throw the football. Doug, I don't think Killiard would have caught that football. I mean, that was a BB, and there's no slant that you're going to throw at 102 miles an hour. It's just way too fast. He overthrew that ball.
LSU now got to protect the football. They take over 1st down and 10 at their own 12. Daniels, empty backfield, hit as he delivers. Short arm throw incomplete to Thomas, and he took a shot. That time coming with heat. Blindside, or rather backside hit on the quarterback. Didn't know he was there, and that's Brenton Cox Jr., who's had some time early in this game in the offensive backfield. That time able to make the play. It's incomplete, sets up 2nd down and 10 at the LSU 12.
Miscommunication between Campbell and Frazier. He came clean.
Cox lines up near the line of scrimmage again. 3-down lineman for the Gators. Daniels pulls, throws, catch made up at the 29-yard line. Malik Neighbors hauls it in, picks up the 1st down for the Fighting Tigers. A gain of 19 yards. As Neighbors, the playmaker, gets in. First completion for Daniels in the half. 3rd catch of the night for Neighbors. 1st and 10 now up at the 31-yard line. A little more breathing room, but still must protect the football. This Gator defense, while they struggle against the run, they're opportunistic. They've got 12 turnovers or 12 takeaways on the day. Over the middle, catch made to Booty. Now he's running free to the far sideline, up across the 40, the 45, and eventually tripped up just shy of midfield. 19-yard reception.
Those are the kind of passes LSU has to throw if they want to be successful in the passing game, because their receivers can make those catches with their hands. They don't have to cradle it into their body. They can make it with their hands as long as they're not put in jeopardy of injury. And that's something that this quarterback is getting better at.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Daniels going to keep it and had pressure in the backfield. And who do you want to guess? Brenton Cox Jr. again. This time knocks down Daniels, but he picks up 4 yards moving forward. By the way, Keyshawn Booty, 5 catches, 102 yards after that 19-yard reception. It'll set up 2nd down and 6 here at the Gator 46-yard line. John Emery, the running back, sent out into the slot right side. Empty backfield for Daniels, including Emery, 4 wide to the right. Now they motion Neighbors right to left at the snap. Daniels looks left, now throws down the field and looking for Booty, and just off the mark, incomplete. Inside the 30-yard line as LSU now looks at 3rd down and 6 at the 46-yard line. The Tigers tonight, 6 of 7 on 3rd downs, and they've gained 146 yards in those scenarios. 24.3 yards is the average in those 3rd down conversions tonight. They need a big one here. They lead 35-21 with 5:13 remaining third quarter. 3rd down and 6 at the 45-yard line of the Gators. Now the Florida fans trying to get back in this. Making noise as Daniels has to step up out of the shotgun, talk to the offensive line. Play clock dwindling down. They'll motion Mason Taylor right to left. Here's the snap to Daniels. In the pocket. Fires. Going to be caught at the 36-yard line. Kyron Lacey hauls it in right in front of the LSU sideline, and he'll pick up the 1st down on a 13-yard gain. Move the chains. Another 1st down for the Fighting Tigers.
Kyron Lacey lined up on the left side, ran a sideline turnaround route, the back shoulder The pass was thrown perfectly, made the reception, and then picked up a few extra yards to boot.
First down and 10 at the 33. This time they'll hand it off to Williams. Right up the gut, inside the 30, moving the pile, still fighting. Makes his way down to about the 27-yard line as Williams giving every ounce that he's got out there. 5'9", 200 pounds. And by the way, Kyron Lacey breaking the heart of his former coach, Billy Napier, on that third down reception of 13 yards. Lacey last year playing for the Raging Cajuns. Second down and 4 at the Florida Gator 27-yard line. Daniels moves Williams from right to left in the shotgun. Now Jaden steps back. 2 receivers left. 2 receivers wide side of the field. That's the right. Here's the snap back, belt high. Jaden fires it out to Lacey again. Lacey trying to get to the first down sticks at the 23-yard line, and it appears he has done so. A gain of 6 yards on the play. Took a moment. Now the chain gang is moving. Another first down for the Fighting Tigers. 3:57, clock moving. Third quarter, LSU up 35-21 on the road against the Florida Gators. Lacey in the slot, along with Bucci. Out wide, Brian Thomas Jr. to the right. Handoff Emery, running downhill to his right. Between left guard and tackle. Eventually stopped as he made his way to about the 22-yard line. It'll be a yard gain, second down and 9 upcoming. Tigers attacking left to right on your dial. Took over after a turnover on downs at the LSU 12-yard line. Took the opening kickoff of the third quarter, went 4 plays, 75 yards to make it a 35-21 LSU lead. Trip receivers now to the wide side to the left. Emery, the lone running back, as they motion Lacey left to right. He'll line up right side of the formation. Daniels looking that way, gets it to Emery at the 20. Breaks through a tackle, tries to dance down the near sideline, but eventually steps out. But made his way to about the 16.
Daniel's starting to look a lot more comfortable, though, with this short passing game, Chris. He's thrown it across the middle. He's thrown it to the outside, and he's using everybody that he can find that has a white jersey on in Florida is having a hard time covering everybody.
Again, the Tigers very efficient on third down. Jaden Daniels tonight, 313 yards passing. The 9 different Tiger receivers. Third down and 2 as LSU once again inside the Capital One red zone. Handoff Emery. Nope. Daniels going to keep it off the left edge. Goes left. Cuts back right. Middle of the field. He's got the first down. Down to the Florida Gator 10-yard line. Again, nice job of fooling the Florida Gator defense. Came crashing at the line of scrimmage. Daniels floated out to the left and then immediately saw room to his right. Cut back middle of the field. Picks up the first down and 10. Ball placed at the 10-yard line. So it is first down goal to go at the Gator 10. Right on the 10-yard line as Daniels now going to work under center. Josh Williams, the featured running back, deep in the hole. Handoff to Josh. Hit as he got to the line of scrimmage, and the Gators bring in a combo to bring him down after a 1-yard gain to the 9. A minute 47. Coach Brian Kelly has said it since day one. Whether you're playing at home or you're playing on the road in the SEC, you have to have the ability to run the football. Last week held to 2 yards per carry in that loss to Tennessee. And Coach Kelly right now with a 14-point lead. Happy to see that clock run. 1:27 and counting, third quarter. Tigers averaging 5.4 yards per carry tonight. Second down goal to go from the Gator 9. Daniels in the shotgun. High snap and handle. He's going to run out to his left. Got to get to the corner, to the 5, to the 4, 3, 2, 1. And waiting on it. Let's give me the sign. Touchdown, Fighting Tigers. Took a while for the officials to get over there. Daniels got to the boundary and then turned it.
I don't think he thought that quarterback could be as fast as he was, because when he turned the corner, he turned the jets on. And he outran the tackler who was closing in on him. A really fine run. It's very, very well designed and very well executed by the quarterback.
Yeah, I think he surprised Brenton Cox, who was out there as the edge defender. And once Daniels got to the boundary, he turned it downfield, and he was gone into the end zone. His third rushing touchdown of the night makes it 41-21 LSU. Point after upcoming. Waiting on the snap, Bramblett puts it down. Ramos puts a foot into it, and it is good. 42-21 Fighting Tigers. Another Long, sustained drive after the defense gets the turnover on downs. LSU's offense starts at their own 12-yard line. 13 plays, 88 yards, 5 minutes and 51 seconds. There's a minute 7 remaining here in the third quarter. Tigers enjoying the lead, 42-21. Back to Gainesville after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Louisianians are strong and resilient, but that doesn't mean we don't get tired. If you need help, try Blue Care, Blue Cross's telehealth service for online visits with doctors and counselors. Just download the app at bcbsla.com/bluecare. One word, and get access to care 24/7. We'll make it through the tough times. We always do. And Blue Cross will be here to support you.
Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU Athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply.
Hey, y'all, I'm Amanda Shaw. We all know Louisiana is as fun as all get out. So get out, take a road trip, and explore our state. Fill her up, then try a new restaurant that's as fun-loving as it is food-loving. Grab the family and take off for monumental adventures at our 21 state parks. Or take a magical minivan tour along our 19 scenic trails and byways. Louisiana's a trip. Take one today.
This is Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser. Plan your road trip at LouisianaIsATrip.com.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Third quarter action continues. Presented by H&E Equipment Services on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Jane Daniels rolls in from 9 yards out to push the LSU lead to 42-21. 1 minute, 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter from the Swamp in Gainesville. Sporty Rush with a sideline report courtesy of Sunshine Equipment. And I tell you, the story's been LSU's offense. 469 yards of total offense. And we hadn't finished the third quarter, as I've mentioned. Big news is Jane Daniels has been fantastic tonight. Also, a quick injury update, guys. Jack Besh is done for the night. Looked like he injured his back. He just came by in sweats. So number 80 is done. Chris?
Thank you, Gordy. 1:07 remains, third quarter. LSU, Nathan Dybert going to be set to kick it back to the Florida Gators. Again, great job by Jaden Daniels tonight. Great job by this LSU offensive line. Great job by Josh Williams and John Emery rushing the football. And this defense taking hold after a couple of big plays early by Florida. Got to keep it on. As this kick by Dybert, once again out of the back right corner of the end zone. It'll be a touchback, first down and 10 at the 25 where the Gators will start. Vans Toyota's national sales event is on. Just visit your local Toyota dealer. Check out the Ready for Anything Toyota Tundra. How Tigers go tailgate. Toyota, proud partner of LSU Athletics. 42-21. Gators with 239 yards total offense. 129 through the air, 110 on the ground. But LSU has done a great job tonight against the rush. In Florida, getting about 4.4 yards per carry, but that's under what they're accustomed to, especially here at home. First down and 10 at the 25 is Richardson. Working with ETN in the backfield. Takes the first down snap. Jay Ward comes in, can't wrap him up. Now Richardson off and running to the right side. Richardson tucks and slides down at the 35-yard line. There's a flag down, multiple flags down in that offensive backfield for Florida as Jay Ward again came in on the safety blitz. Richardson able to pick it up and dance around him, but we'll see what the infractions are all about.
Yeah, it's coming.
On the offense, number 58.
Coming back for Florida.
First down.
It's Savion Jones. was rushing the defensive end. Defensive end was coming in, got double team and taken down WWE style. So that's a hold on the Gators.
Austin Barber, the freshman out of nearby Jacksonville, the guilty party. So Richardson able to scramble, but all for naught. So we'll back up the Gators, first down and 20. Mark the ball at the 15-yard line. They'll send two wide to the right, including Pearsall in the slot. Two receivers left side, short side of the field. Richardson stays in that shotgun. He'll have Etienne on a wing to his left side. Tigers, 4 men at the line of scrimmage. They bring a 4-man rush. Richardson stands in the pocket, flips it out. Catch made at the 17-yard line, but another great open field tackle by Jay Ward brings down Dante Zanders, who made the catch in the right flat. Only a gain of 4 yards, sets up second down, and we'll say 16. Scoreboard here, home cooking, they say second and 15. Didn't look like he made it to the 20, and in fact, they're not. They're at the 19. Richardson in the shotgun, this time Etienne to the right side of the Florida quarterback. He'll motion, and before they can snap the ball, that's the end of the third quarter. So we played 3 here in Gainesville. It's Tom Petty night here at the Swamp. Coming up, they'll try to get this crowd back into the game, but LSU's done a great job of keeping them, for the most part, quiet. They lead after 3 quarters. LSU 42, Florida 21, the fourth and final quarter coming your way after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When you're a fan, you wear your team's jersey on your back and your heart on your sleeve. After a win, your world glistens. Lose, and the hurt permeates your soul. You'll always have a place with us in the Cox Fan Zone, where everyone can play and connect with other fans in a big group hug. See, in the Fan Zone, you're not some crazy fan. You're home.
Hey, Tiger fans, say Fan Zone into your Cox voice remote to play. Not at home? Visit cox.com/fanzone and go Tigers. Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
With a plan from People's Health, you get the benefit of a complimentary health club membership. But that's not all. They now offer 65% more fitness centers with gyms you can visit nationwide while traveling, and the flexibility of joining multiple gyms to fit your lifestyle. There's even online programs to help you stay active in the comfort of your own home. To learn more about this expanded benefit, give People's Health a call, 1-855-821-2666, or visit peopleshealth.com.
Hey, Tiger fans, G.W. Oliver Pool Construction exists at the intersection of creativity and craftsmanship to deliver an excellent experience. Born in Baton Rouge, their brand has expanded to be a leader in commercial and residential pools throughout the entire Gulf Coast. So no matter where the project, G.W. Oliver's mission is to turn your dream into a reality. Find out more at gwoliver.com.
Fourth quarter action continues. Presented by J&J Exterminating on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
15 minutes up on the board. Fourth and final quarter coming your way from Gainesville. Your LSU Fighting Tigers leading Florida 42-21. The Tigers offense electric tonight. 469 yards total of offense thus far. Jaden Daniels 19 of 25, 313 yards, 3 passing touchdowns. Also tonight, Daniels has rushed for 3 touchdowns. In that third quarter, your third quarter stats presented by Hancock Whitney. LSU with 7 first downs, Florida with 4. Tigers run for 102 yards, pass for 61 for a total of 163. The Gators 18 yards on the ground, 54 yards through the air, 72 yards total offense for the Gators there in the third quarter of action. Tom Petty night, as we told you here at the Swamp. Legendary rock and roller, passed away October 2nd, 2017. One of the great college atmospheres before the start of the fourth quarter. Light show here at the Swamp. But LSU's defense, they've been electric as well. 2 turnover on downs they forced against Florida. One big one there in the third quarter when the Gators reached the 12-yard line of the Tigers. But LSU turned them away and then marched right down the field. 13 plays, 88 yards to build their largest lead of the night, 42-21. Second down and 16 at the 19-yard line as the Gators now switch sides of the field. They'll attack left to right on your dial. Richardson in the shotgun. ETN been the featured back for the most part here in the second half. Richardson in the pocket, now flushes out. Moving to his left, directing traffic. He's loose up across the 40. Crosses midfield, cuts back to his right. Now still up right inside the 30. Breaks off tackles at the 20, and he will dive into the left corner of the end zone. LSU with ample opportunity, but Richardson would not go down. And the Florida Gators strike in the opening play of the fourth quarter, make it 42-27.
Well, the run,
83-yard run for the quarterback Richardson.
The run itself was really spectacular, and LSU helped it along because they tried not to tackle him. They kept pushing him. Everybody that arrived where he is, he's so big and strong, they didn't want to collide with him, and so they pushed him, and they just pushed him further towards the goal line, and he kept his balance, and he finally made 81 yards.
Yeah, going to be hard to knock down 6'4", 232 moving at that speed. You got to wrap up, got to tackle. LSU couldn't do so, and Florida gains a little life here. Point after is good by Mahalik, and it makes it 42-28. So now the Tigers offense going to be right back out there. No question, they need to answer, tamper down this crowd a little bit. After the Tom Petty won't back down, Anthony Richardson. 81 yards for the score. 2 plays, second 2-play drive of the night for the Gators, resulting in points. They move 75 yards. They make it 42-28. LSU still on top. Got a timeout on the field. We'll return to Gainesville in a moment on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
You've made it through COVID, and now you're dealing with rising prices and a stalling economy. The last thing you need is the IRS freezing your bank account or garnishing your paycheck. Hi, I'm Dallas tax attorney Nick Namath with the law offices of Nick Namath. Even if you are not currently receiving notices from the IRS, they might still levy your paycheck, seize your bank accounts, or file a tax lien. A settlement now might be your chance at reclaiming your life. Call me, Nick Namath, the DFW tax attorney, at 972-484-0TAX or visit myirsteam.com.
There's an old joke. When is the best time to buy real estate? 20 years ago. When is the second best time? Today. And this is truer than ever with the impending recession and the correction that's going on right now. Real estate investors are going to make millions of dollars in the next few years because of the recession. You should take advantage of it as well. To find out how, please attend our free sample class to learn more. Go to TotalWealthAcademy.com. TotalWealthAcademy.com. Just click on the free sample class button. Thank you.
Susie Solis here for carsforkids.org. Your donation to carsforkids.org can change the lives of thousands of kids in your community. Cars for Kids takes cars, trucks, and motorcycles in any condition, and the pickup is easy. Well, what if you don't have a car? Your cash donation can still make a massive impact. So choose your impact at carsforkids.org, or you can call 972-274-5437 and write off the car, not the kid.
Hey, Texas, Dave Ramsey here. Let's talk teeth for a minute. You either love yours, don't like yours, or miss yours. Whether it's the result of bad genetics, a bad decision, or just bad luck, missing teeth can keep you from enjoying the life you deserve. It affects your diet, your appearance, and your self-confidence. So what's the solution? Dental implants from Dr. Jeff Buski of Granbury Dental Center. His mission is to improve patient health, appearance, and self-confidence. Dr. Buski is highly skilled in the placement and restoration of dental implants. He's the doctor you call. So whether you're missing one or multiple teeth, you want a doctor with experience, advanced technology, and a high success rate. That's Dr. Jeff Buski. Life's too short to not love your smile. Call Dr. Jeff Buski today. 817-776-5653. That's 817-776-5653.
This is WWL
on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
14 seconds into the fourth quarter. That's all it would take. The time for Anthony Richardson to scramble and run 81 yards for the score. Get Florida a little excited here. They cut the lead to 14, LSU 42, Florida 28. Listen up, fans, introducing the greatest hits from the lottery. Play Hit 50 and win up to $1,000. Just visit any lottery retailer, pick up Hit 50 today for your chance to win. Must be at least 21 to purchase. So Richardson had a 51-yard passing touchdown that took 2 plays in the opening possession of the ball game, and starts out this fourth quarter with a 2-play drive where he ran for 81 yards. That puts Florida now with 324 yards total offense, 191 on the ground. Richardson's got 133 of that 191, aided, of course, by the 81-yard touchdown. Tigers will get the football back here as Trey Smack tees it up at the 35. Here's the approach and the kick. Going to be a short kick, fair catch called for at about the 6-yard line by Gregory Clayton Jr. He'll bring it in, and it will be first down and 10 at the 25 for your Fighting Tigers. Fans, Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be the championship health partner of LSU. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, champions for Louisiana, and together we roar. For more information, go to ololrmc.com/LSU. The LSU offense, to say they've been efficient tonight is an understatement. They've had 6 possessions and 6 touchdowns. But still work to do. First down at 10 at the 25. 2 receivers out wide to the right. Emery, the featured running back. Daniels fires quickly. Booty has it at the 30, 35. Slips through 2 defenders, makes his way to the 38-yard line. A gain of 13 and the first down for the Fighting Tigers. Keyshawn Booty racking up the yards. His 6th catch of the night, 115 yards receiving.
And that's what LSU has to do in the passing game. The short passes, the certain completions, let your receivers catch it and run with it. Every now and then, take a long throw.
On first and 10. Daniels throws a high ball near side. Thomas goes up, brings it in at the Gator 35-yard line. They'll mark him out at the 33 as he just went up right over the top of Avery Helm. 29-yard reception. How about it? Brian Thomas Jr. Tigers playing on the Gator side of the field now, first and 10 at the 33 of Florida. Third catch of the night. He's had some big plays, has Thomas, including a touchdown. And we may get a review here, which will be the 4th of the night. Make sure he made the catch. Make sure he was in bounds. It was on the near sideline. He went up. Looked like he had it clearly. Have to look at a replay here to see if he was on the boundary as he came down. And going up. High points the football. And looks like his elbow was on the green grass near side. The timeout on the field while we go under review. Official review brought to you by Acme Oyster House. We'll take a quick break. We come back, we'll find out the verdict. Right now, it's first down and 10 for LSU at the Florida 33. They lead the Gators 42-28 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, everybody, let's have some fun. The time is right, the party's just begun. Have a good time, strong.
Ford F-Series has been keeping the good times rolling as the best-selling truck in America 44 years straight. And with the smartest F-150 and most capable Super Duty ever built, this dynasty will keep right on rolling. Drive the new 2021 F-150 at your Southern Quality Ford dealer, proud partner of the LSU Tigers. Based on 1977 through 2020 calendar year sales.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of LSU Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Planning a wedding, corporate, or fundraising event, sporting event, or private party? Party Central has top quality distinctive rentals that ensure your event will be a success. Party Central is a full-service event rental company that creates memorable and inspiring events throughout Louisiana for over 20 years. They are the experts you need to guarantee your event is a success. At Party Central, it's all in the details. Visit their website at partycentralweb.com and start planning your next event today.
Fourth quarter action continues. Presented by J&J Exterminating on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
42-28, LSU leading Florida here in Gainesville. Before we went to break, the catch by Brian Thomas. They decide to go under review. Again, looking at the replays we are privy to here in the booth, it appeared it is a catch. He landed on the green grass. Whether or not he had full control, we'll find out. Matt Leffler about to let us know.
After review, the player did not have firm control when it hit the ground. Therefore, it's an incomplete pass. It will be second down.
Very similar to the catch Thomas made in the back left corner of the end zone in the first half, where it was kind of nestled between his arm and his helmet and shoulder pads. This time, apparently, they're able to see that the ball jostled loose and touched the ground before he had full possession, so it negates that play. And it'll back LSU up.
Yeah, the thing is, if you have control of the ball, it can touch the ground. That's all right.
So they initially ruled it a catch. After review, the call on the field is overturned. It's incomplete. So it will be second down and 10. Back on the LSU side of the field, they'll place the ball down at the Fighting Tiger 38-yard line. 13:55 remains in this game. Don't go anywhere. LSU, Coach Brian Kelly still having a word with the officials on that far sideline. Now they're cleared. Daniels will empty the backfield. Stand by his lonesome. Two receivers right, three wide to the left side. Five wide set. Quick hitter out to the near side on the hash. It's going to be made by Cole Taylor with the catch. That's his fifth catch of the year, second catch of the night. Picks up 7 yards. Makes it third down and 3 up at the 45-yard line of their own. Dane Daniels, by the way, counting for 6 touchdowns tonight. 3 passing, 3 rushing. Needs 3 yards here. Those Daniels in this LSU offense. They're 8 for 9 on third down conversions. They'll motion Emery out of the backfield at the snap. Blitz comes, throw to Booty, and he drops it middle of the field at the 49-yard line, incomplete. It was a quick throw, hard throw by Daniels, but he had to release it. They had pressure coming off the left edge of that defensive line, and he felt it. LSU can't convert, just their second miss on third downs, and it'll set up 4th and 3, and now LSU will have to come out and punt for the first time tonight with 13:10 remaining. That's their first possession. LSU has been turned away without a touchdown. Bramblett, 46-yard average on the season, stands at the 30-yard line of the Tigers. Slade Roy delivers the punt, or rather the snap. Flag is down as the punt is lifted in the air. Fair catch called for at the 14-yard line by Henderson. He'll secure it, but the flag is at the 44-yard line near side. So hold the phone. We'll see what it's all about as Matt Leffler and his colleagues talk it over at the 45-yard line. Movement by LSU.
Illegal formation, more than 4 in the backfield. That 5-yard penalty being forced from the end of the kick. First down.
So the Gators take over. 13:05 remaining, trailing by 14 points to your Fighting Tigers. So they decide they will enforce that penalty at the previous spot. So they'll go out and force LSU to punt it again. They'll send out Henderson. And Jay Bramblett in the punt unit will come back out. So again, the special teams, little miscue there. They'll get another opportunity, Bramblett that is, to maybe make a play with this punt here. So after they move the ball back, it'll be snapped from the LSU 40-yard line. Bramlett stands at the 25 of the Fighting Tigers. And Henderson to receive the punt down at the 15-yard line for Florida. Bramlett takes the snap, puts a foot into it, angling far side. Henderson will let it take a bounce and head out of bounds just beyond the LSU sideline. And they will mark it, I believe, at the 20-yard line of the Gators. It'll be first down and 10 at the 20 upcoming after a 40-yard punt. Bounces out of bounds. 12:57 remains in this game. Tiger defense, after a couple of early big plays, settled in. Then Anthony Richardson, very early on in this fourth quarter, in fact, about 14 seconds into it, the first play of the fourth quarter, he goes 81 yards for the score. So it'll be first down and 10 at the Gator 20. Richardson working out there with Montrell Johnson. Haven't seen a lot of Johnson here in the second half, but he'll start this series. Double tights just off the left of the formation. A receiver to each side is Richardson. Takes the belt-high snap. Sprint out to his right. Sidearm throw, and it is caught by Henderson, sliding down at about the 32-yard line. Jay Ward thought it was incomplete, but looks like he was able to get his hands under it and cradle in the football for the completion. 12-yard gain makes it first down and 10 up at the 32-yard line. They move it to the near side hash. And Henderson bailing out his quarterback there with another low throw that was underthrown. Get another tight formation. Move the tight end Zipperer to the right side. Henderson just off the formation. Now he'll motion. He'll get the jet toss coming near side with room. LSU again just trying to strip the football. Almost had a face mask there. Eventually runs out of bounds, but another good pickup. Kai Garner there very close to getting another face mask. So a 10-yard gain.
LSU's got to start controlling the line of scrimmage. You can't give them 10 yards every play because they're going to score all of the points they are behind pretty quickly.
First down and 10 now at the Gator 43-yard line. Shorter out wide to the left. Henderson wide to the right. Again, they'll motion him at the snap. Play action. Richardson in the pocket, slings it out. Henderson has it far side. Spins away from one man and eventually makes his way into LSU territory to the 49-yard line. First opportunity to make the tackle was Micah Baskerville. Spun away from that. Eventually, Greg Brooks came in to make the stop for LSU. Down to 11 minutes, 31 seconds. Clock moving here on a Saturday night at the Swamp. Gain of 8 yards. Sets up second down and 2. Ball at the 49-yard line now, the Fighting Tigers. Pearsall out wide to the left. Shorter wide to the right side. Richardson in the pistol formation. Montrell Johnson, the featured back. Motion Pearsall behind the formation. Give it off to Johnson, and not much doing there. Looked like only a yard on the run, and he looks to be a yard shy of the first down. They needed to reach the 47-yard line of the Tigers. So it looks like it'll be third and a yard from the 48. Gators 4 for 8 on third downs tonight. Again, came into the game at just 40% on the season. Third and 1 from the LSU 48-yard line. Ball on the far hash mark. Pearsall again wide to the left. They'll move Zipperer, the tight end, to the right side of the formation. Now they'll motion Pearsall. Little misdirection, handed off Johnson with room off the left edge. Going to be met and driven out of bounds at the 43-yard line, but a gain of 6 going to pick up the first down for the Florida Gators. Again, that success on the jet toss. Now they use that formation, go the other way with a handoff to Johnson. First down and 10 at the LSU 42-yard line. Approaching 10 minutes remaining in this game with LSU up by 2 scores, 42-28. Richardson again, motion Zipperer, the tight end, from right to left. In the pistol formation, takes the snap. Fakes the handoff to Johnson. Stands in the pocket, looks deep downfield. Now we'll just throw it away into the first row of the seats beyond the LSU sideline. He wanted to initially flip it over to Johnson in the flat, but LSU saw that coming. P.J. Ojolari forced him to make the decision to throw it away. It'll be 2nd down and 10, again at the LSU 42. Gators, after picking up that first down, looking to maybe go deep with that one. Now it's 2nd down 2, or rather 2nd down 10 at the 42. Trip receivers right. He'll have Johnson join him in the shotgun formation. Richardson takes the high snap, flips it out on the screen to Henderson near side. Got some blockers inside the 35, slung out of bounds at about the 30, and here's a late flag. Looked like he had just reached the boundary, and LSU could not put on the brakes. That may be Jay Ward, the guilty party. He's played tremendous tonight, but
yeah, that's
personal foul, late hit out of bounds on the defense, number 5. And penalty enforced, 15 yards, first down.
Coach Kelly talks about it all the time. Pre-snap penalties and unnecessary plays afterwards will drive him crazy. And Jay Ward almost out of frustration there. He was already into the sideline, and he just spun him around and threw him into the Florida Gator sideline right in front of Coach Napier. He said, "Hey, did you see that?" And the official said yes.
Man, LSU's working very hard to keep Florida in this game.
1st down and 10 now inside the red zone at the LSU 16-yard line. Defense again back to the wall. Pearsall motions right to left. Handoff going to be Etienne. Gets out of one tackle, and then LSU just really wants to strip the football. They bring him down after no gain, but a couple of times they're just missing catching the face mask there, which is ill-advised at this point of the ball game. But luckily that time it was missed by Ojolari, but he makes the tackle, so no gain on the play. Maybe a half yard, that's all. Mark it between the 15 and 16-yard line, near side hash.
So Joe Fouché, Sage Ryan in the game at the nickel, and the strong safety with Jay Ward being out. See if Florida tries to attack that area.
Richardson in the shotgun. Etienne to his right. Motion Henderson. He'll go behind the quarterback, and here's the snap. Looking right is Richardson in the pocket, drops it off in the flat, and coming across, making the grab down to the 10-yard line is Justin Shorter on a gain of 7. Florida again utilizing the passing game here, down 14 with 8:17 to go in this ball game. But certainly knocking on the door here, try to make it a one-score game. 3rd down and about 4. Ball marked at the 10-yard line of the Fighting Tigers. Richardson initially empties the backfield. Now he'll have Etienne joining left side. Motion Henderson behind the quarterback. Here's the snap. Give to Etienne. Huge hole up the middle. Stops at the 5, then puts on the Jets. Makes his way down near the 1-yard line of the Tigers before they eventually get him down on the ground. And that'll be 1st down goal to go now at the LSU 1. 7:48, clock moving. Quick snap. Etienne gets the handoff, and right up the middle, he's into the end zone for the score. Etienne busts through for a 1-yard score. Makes it 42-34. Florida with a chance to add one more on the scoreboard here. Etienne with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, the freshman out of Jennings, Louisiana. 11 plays, 80 yards, 6 minutes and 18 seconds. The Gators make it a little tight here. Much tighter than Coach Brian Kelly and company would like to see it. So again, Mahalik, the freshman out of Tampa, perfect on the year in point afters. Waiting on the snap. Crawshaw will hold. He'll place it down. Mahalik puts it up, and it is good. He remains perfect. It's a 7-point ball game, 42-35. 7:39 remaining here in Gainesville. 42-35, LSU with the lead. They have the football when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Check out Albertsons For You in our mobile app, where you can shop for groceries and save weekly with digital coupons all in one place. With Albertsons For You, you can earn rewards points every time you shop and redeem them for free groceries. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or go to albertsons.com to sign up. Albertsons, fresh food, local flavors.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit lsumkc.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
If you want to have a great time, enjoy some tasty food and drinks, and play some golf, you need to head out to the brand new Golf Suites off Segan Lane. Just go to the Segan Overpass, turn onto Old Segan Lane, loop under the bridge, and you are at the only place in town that uses PGA TrackMan technology. This technology tracks the flight and spin of your ball, which means you can use it to improve your game. You can also play courses from around the world, and there are plenty of games, so it's a ton of fun for the whole family. Golf Suites is affordable and open late night on the weekends. Make your plans to visit Golf Suites today.
Fourth quarter action continues. Presented by J&J Exterminating on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
As we continue on this Saturday night, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Fighting Tiger Football on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
The News Talk Sports Leader. WWL New Orleans, WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Back inside the Caesars Sportsbook broadcast booth here at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. We've got 7:39 remaining in this tilt. LSU holding on to a 7-point lead, 42-35. Florida trailed when we started this fourth quarter by 21 points. They've scored 14 unanswered to make it a one-score game with plenty of time left. The LSU offense 6 for 7 tonight in possessions. Their first 6 possessions resulted in a touchdown. Florida forced the punt in their last possession, and then right down the field they went. In the fourth quarter so far, Florida 146 yards total offense, LSU with just 20. Again, Jaden Daniels tonight, 21 of 29, 333 yards, 3 passing touchdowns. Also has 12 carries, 43 yards, and 3 rushing scores. Florida with the approach. Smack puts it in the air. Going to be a fair catch called for at the 1 by Clayton Jr. And LSU will start first down and 10 once again from their own 25-yard line. Daniels tonight, part of the performance report brought to you by Kubota and the Louisiana Kubota dealers. Visit LSUKubotaDealers.com for the dealer near you. Again, Jaden Daniels, Doug, we talked about it. He's played well tonight. This offensive line has played well tonight. But if you're Brian Kelly and LSU fans across the globe, right now, none of that matters. It's what happens from this point on with 7:39 remaining.
Well, once you start letting the guys wearing blue and orange catch up a touchdown at a time, and you're not matching that any longer, it shortens from 21 to 7 pretty quickly.
Jaden Daniels on first down and 10. Quick fire. Gets it out to Neighbors. Neighbors looking for a seam. Gets up across the 30 and is spilled down at the 34-yard line on a 9-yard gain. Neighbors, Florida was in the vicinity, but Malik a little slow to get up down there. Looked like they may have a chance to get him quickly, and Malik cut to his left and found the crease he needed, but he gets up on his own power. Now will jog off towards the far sideline. As Gordy told you earlier, Jack Besh injured in tonight's game. He is now back in warm-ups. So now Malik Neighbors will have to check out. And we'll see Kyron Lacey replace him at the receiving corps. Lacey tonight 2 catches for 17 yards, including a 13-yarder that kept the drive alive for LSU here in the second half. Second down and a yard at the 34-yard line of their own. Daniels working with Williams in the backfield. He'll get the snap, give it to Josh. Josh crosses the 35, up near the 37, just shy of the 38. He'll pick up a first down for the Fighting Tigers on a 3-yard gain. Got 90 for the night. Does Josh Williams, the junior out of Houston, Texas. Again, this Florida defense, much maligned against the run in all 6 of their previous games. First down and 10 now with the ball at the 38 of the Tigers. One receiver right, one to the left side. Daniels takes the snap again. The handoff, Williams this time going to be stood up, trying to battle for a yard, maybe. That's all he'll get up near the 39. It'll be 2nd down and 9 as Samari Burney, senior out of St. Petersburg, got a hat on him first, helped bring him down. 6:19 clock moving, fourth quarter. LSU, no surprise, taking a little time here, keeping an eye on that play clock. Daniels looks to the far sideline, now steps back into the shotgun along with Williams in that offensive backfield. Mason Taylor in motion from left to right, lines up in the slot right side. Daniels looking to throw down the field and intercepted at the 35-yard line. On the tip drill, going to be taken away by the Gators. They were looking for Mason Taylor down the seam, but Jason Marshall Jr. comes up with his first INT of the season. And now we got some flags way back downfield at the 27-yard line, so we'll see what that's about. That's the 7th interception by this Florida defense on the year. Only the 2nd offered by Daniels.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Number 9 on the defense.
Wow.
Previous spot. 15 yards. Automatic first down.
Jervon Dexter Sr. Late hit on Daniels. Takes away the turnover and moves the Tigers into Gator territory.
What a turn of events for LSU. Wow. Mason Taylor was running a seam route. It was wide open. And for some reason, the true freshman kind of pulled up and pulled up. The ball was over his head. Little chip drill for Florida, but all for naught. Huge break for LSU, guys.
Yeah, well, it almost looked like Mason knew it was overthrown, so he was going to stop, maybe leap for it, but it got by him too quick. And as you said, Jason Marshall tipped the ball to himself, but all of that for nothing. LSU has the football and the lead. First down and 10. Now at the Gator 46-yard line. Tigers back in business. Daniels hands it off. Williams with some room off the left edge inside the 40 down to about the 36-yard line. Depending on the spot, looks good from here. It'll be a first down for the Fighting Tigers on a great run by Josh Williams. Under 5.5 to go here. And what a change of emotions for those fans in orange and blue. They were on top of the world, and then seconds later, Matt Leffler broke their heart. First down and 10 at the 36-yard line for the Fighting Tigers, leading 42-35 on the road here in Gainesville. Two wideouts right. Again, they'll go on the ground to Williams, who somehow crab-walked his way inside the 35. Looked like he was hit behind the line, but he got low and went forward. Picks up a couple. Williams tonight, 104 yards rushing to lead the way for this LSU rushing attack, which again has been fairly balanced. Daniels been spectacular throwing the football. 342 yards passing. 161 for the Tigers on the ground, totaling 503 for the night. Down to 4 minutes and 18 seconds. Second down and 9. The ball at the Florida 35. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Looks to air it out towards the near side. Neighbors can't get to it. It's incomplete. Pretty good coverage, step for step that time. Down the near sideline by Trey Dean, the senior out of Hampton, Georgia. The throw was a little inside, and not a chance for Neighbors to cut underneath and make that grab. It'll be third down and 9 at the Gator 35-yard line.
Well, Florida ran a double at Neighbors, and the safety was over the top. And you're exactly right. He led Neighbors outside. That'd been a touchdown.
Tigers 8 for 10 on third downs. Big one here with 4:08 to go. Looking at third down and 9 from the Gator 35. Daniels lines up in the shotgun. Trip receivers to the right, and Brian Kelly sees the play clock going down, and he calls the timeout. Coach Kelly not happy on that far sideline there. But again, not willing to let it go if everybody wasn't on the same page. Too important here with a 7-point lead, 42-35. Nearing 4 minutes remaining in this game. Fans, J&J Exterminating, Louisiana-owned, customer-focused, and results-driven for over 60 years. Call the local pros. Get the shield. J&J Exterminating. Yeah. So a quick 30-second timeout. Florida breaks from their huddle near side. LSU getting some last-minute instruction here on 3rd down and 9 from the Gator 35. LSU, the best performance on 3rd downs this season, 8 for 10.
Yeah, Chris, I'm interested to see here. You try and get 5 or 6 here. Get a little bit better field goal range for Ramos. Right now, it'd be a 52-yarder. That might be a little long for Brian Kelly's liking.
So here we go. 3rd down and 9 from the 35. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Single back in Emory. Daniels stands in the pocket, delivers to the 28-yard line. Catch is grabbed out of the air by Brian Thomas. Picks up 9 yards. They mark him down at the 27. It's a yard shy of the first down. Looks like they're going to make some changes and stay with the offense here. 3:45 clock moving, 4th quarter. LSU leading 42-35 over the Gators. 4th and a yard at the Florida 27-yard line. They've got to reach the 26. Daniels will work under center. Williams the single back. Here's the snap. Give to Williams. Got room. He's got the first down to the 25-yard line. How about that offensive line gave him just the crease he needed. Williams, quick burst, got there easily to the 25, picks up the first down for the Fighting Tigers.
And that was a big-time first down because, in retrospect, had he not made it, you know the question was going to be asked, why didn't you kick the field goal? And it's a good question to ask if you don't make it. But they made it, which is why it's no longer relevant.
3 minutes, 10 seconds. Clock continues to roll here at the Swamp. 1st down and 10. Ball now at the Gator 25-yard line. Emory checks in at running back. Again, Daniels works under center. It's a handoff to Emory. Emory hit at the line, spins loose, still free. Fights his way down to about the 21, maybe the 20-yard line with forward progress. In fact, falls inside the 20, just shy of the 19, as Emory, refusing to go down, got hit right at the line of scrimmage. Spun away off the left side and just kept on chugging. Gains 5 yards on the carry. Sets up 2nd down and 5 at the Florida 20-yard line. Down to 2 minutes and 33 seconds. LSU holding on to a 7-point lead, 42-35.
Got to imagine Billy Napier is going to burn a timeout here if he can get it to 3rd down. Florida has 2 timeouts remaining.
LSU 529 yards total offense, most ever for the Tigers in a matchup with the Florida Gators. Outdoes the 5'11" the Tigers gained in 2019. Daniels off the right edge, calls his own number. Down inside the 18, just shy of the first down at the Gators 16-yard line. Sets up 3rd and about a yard upcoming as LSU once again inside the Capital One red zone. As timeout taken here with 2:04 remaining in this one. We'll step aside, collect ourselves, get you ready for this finish. 42-35 LSU leads. They have the football looking at 3rd and 2 at the Gator 17 when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Kevin Falk, LSU Hall of Famer. My years at LSU were amazing. I've always loved celebrating with my teammates, especially when someone was serving up some delicious Manda salsa. For a lot of Tiger fans, it's just not game day without Manda in the mix. Serving top quality sausage and original season is Manda's strong side. But it's not Manda's flavor that's always got me running back for more. You get it, running back for more. After 75 years, the flavor still says it all. Manda Fine Meats, the official smoked sauce of LSU Athletics.
Southern Air Heating and Cooling is proud to be an official sponsor of LSU Athletics. Their team of AC professionals have been serving the comfort needs of the people of Louisiana for over 25 years. Much like the fans of the Tigers, our commitment to Tiger athletics and providing great service remains as strong as ever. Southern Air Heating and Cooling. Go Tigers!
Are you tired of lugging your grill to every tailgate you attend? Do you want a more convenient portable option that is environmentally friendly? Look no further than Charbox. Charbox is the world's only green disposable grill box. Charbox is a ready-to-use grill box with uniquely formulated all-natural charcoal that can last 3 to 6 hours. It's easy to light, easy to use, easy to clean up, and recyclable. Get yours today at charbox.com. That's CHRBOX.com.
Fourth quarter action continues. Presented by J&J Exterminating on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
42-35, LSU leading over Florida here in Gainesville. 2:04 remains in this contest. The Tigers inside the Capital One red zone. They have been very efficient offensively tonight. 42 points against this Gator defense, and LSU's been very balanced. 532, again, as I told you before we went to break, most yards ever for LSU against the Florida Gator team. Joe Burrow and company had 511 back at Tiger Stadium in 2019. LSU 349 through the air, 183 on the ground. Jaden Daniels, 23 of 32 for those 349, 3 passing touchdowns. He also has rushed for 3. Just the second quarterback in LSU history to be accountable for 6 scores in the game. And you may know the other one. His name is Joe Burrow, and he will be in Louisiana tomorrow when the Bengals take on the Saints at the Dome. But Williams tonight also, kudos to that young man. 14 carries, 106 yards. Daniels, as we said, 3 rushing touchdowns, 13 carries, 46 yards. John Emery, 8 carries, 31 yards. Added up to 183 yards on the ground tonight for LSU. Tiger fans, remember, StubHub, the easiest way to experience every Tiger game. Check the virtual view, score your seats, get your tickets delivered instantly. StubHub, the official ticket marketplace of LSU Athletics. StubHub, be there. 2:04 remains. LSU breaks from their huddle on that far sideline. Gators have 1 timeout remaining here. A first down here for the Tigers. If they can reach the 15 or beyond, the Gators could just about wrap it up. It would be close. Daniels in the shotgun. Oh, looked like LSU jumped. Play is going to be halted as Daniels takes it around the right edge, but it looked like maybe the Tiger tight end got a little jumpy.
Yeah, he did.
Wow, Chris, this is big in the sense that you still want to convert it here, obviously, if you're LSU. But now you consider throwing for it. Let's let him make the
Before
call.
the snap, false start. Offense, number 85. 5-yard penalty. It is 3rd down.
And there was no reason for him to jump. He was on the left end of the line. The play was going to the other side. And he was really non-essential except committing a penalty.
So that backs up LSU. 3rd down and 7 now, back at the 22-yard line, just outside the Capital One red zone. Motion Mason Taylor from right to left. He'll stop left of the formation. Daniels out of the shotgun. Belt high snap. Stands in the pocket, but flags and play halted. And I believe we got motion again. Oh, boy.
Before the snap, false start. Offense, number 50. 5-yard penalty. It's 3rd down.
Emory Jones, the freshman, moving up front. I'll back up LSU anymore. And what made a 3rd down and 2, or rather 3rd down and 4, I believe. 3rd and 1, rather. Now it's going to be backed up 3rd and 11 as they mark this one now at about the 26-yard line. Mark it just inside the 27 of the Gators with 2:04 remaining. LSU getting sloppy here, trying to finish out this game, making it harder on themselves. Shotgun snap Daniels. Design run. He's grabbed, and he will go nowhere. Drop at the 29-yard line. Florida comes up with a huge play defensively. And the Gators immediately call their final timeout to preserve 1 minute, 57 seconds. And what will look like 4th and 14 for LSU at the 29-yard line of the Gators.
Chris, the only good thing to come out of that play is Daniels took the ball from the offensive right hash and moved to the middle of the football field. I imagine they're going to put Ramos out here and give him a chance to kick it. It would be, 44-yard field goal, definitely within his range. Big moment.
Yeah, around 46 yards. is our best guess would be the attempt here. And as Gordy mentioned, he was able, Daniels that is, while Florida got the stuff at the line of scrimmage, he was able to get the ball middle of the field. So that's indeed what LSU will try to do, leading by 7 here with 1:57 to go. Again, Gators, no timeouts remaining. On 4th and 14, Ramos to try a 46-yarder right down the middle of the field. Slade Roy will snap it. Jay Bramblett will hold it. Waiting on the snap. There it is. Placement is down. Kick is on its way, and the kick is good. Ramos, with a season long, lifts the Tigers to a 10-point lead, 45-35. Ramos now 4 of 6 on field goal tries. Had a long coming in of 36 yards. And he boots that one from just inside 47 yards out. And while the Tigers were not clean, they were not perfect in that last possession, they do come away with critical points to make it a 10-point lead, 45-35. 1:52 remaining.
And people don't realize how much pressure there was on that kicker for that kick, because think how this game has evolved. And LSU looked like they had it put away, and then they gave 2 touchdowns back to Florida, and then they gave up what I think is a touchdown drive down here on this drive, and they put it all on the back of the field goal kicker, and he made it good.
Ensuing kickoff coming down the middle of the field, going to be taken about 3 yards deep. Coming out with it is Etienne. Goes to the far hash and spun around and dropped just beyond the 25-yard line. He had a little bit of room, but LSU able to get over there quickly enough. Make the tackle. It'll be first down and 10 now at the Florida 26-yard line. Officially a 47-yard made field goal by Damian Ramos, the freshman out of Baltimore, Maryland. Again, his previous long was 36 yards. That's a pressure moment, and he had it right down the middle between the uprights. Big moment, but now it's up to the LSU defense to close this out. Again, Florida, no timeouts remaining with 1:45 to go. And a 10-point LSU lead, 45-35. Richardson, big play capability. He's shown it tonight on a couple of occasions. Snap back. Play action. Steps back deep in the pocket. Now rolls to his right. Drops it off underneath. Montrell Johnson has it up to the 30 near side. Steps out of bounds in front of Coach Napier for a 5-yard gain. Got out of bounds. Stops the clock with 1:39. Florida, of course, will have the week off next week. Then it's the meeting with Georgia in Jacksonville. LSU will be back at home. Take on Ole Miss, 2:30 Central Time. Again, Ole Miss a winner today, 48-34 over Auburn. 2nd down and 6 for the Gators. Ball at the 30-yard line of their own. Richardson flushed out of the pocket again to his left. Pressure comes, ball stripped loose. LSU trying to fall on it, and they will at the 19-yard line. That time Richardson tried to stretch the play out too long. The pressure got to him, stripped the ball loose.
Harold Perkins, talk about a guy that has speed for a linebacker. He just ran him down and batted the ball out before he could do anything with it.
Richardson was trying to throw. Perkins knocked the ball free, and then just falling on it is big 92 Mekhi Wingo. LSU with the football, 1:32 away from getting out of Gainesville with the win. 45-35 LSU. The defense stands tall again late in this one. Again, it's going to go under review. Our 5th of the night, brought to you by Acme Oyster House. So our crew chief, Matt Leffler, going to head down. Gordy, I have to imagine they want to see if he had brought the pass forward before it was stripped.
Yeah, always close. And I didn't get a good look at it. I was walking down to the other end here. And we've yet to actually see it on the big screen.
So they'll take a look at it. He'll put on the headset, look into the small monitor, work with the replay official, Mitchell Wilkins, here at the stadium, and also collaborative replay back in Birmingham at the SEC office. Again, now looking at it, Richardson rolling to his left. Again, an awkward throw because he's going against the grain, and Tell you, I don't know that his arm came forward. Looked like Perkins got it as he raised the ball back.
Yeah.
And then the ball's loose before he moves forward with the arm.
Yeah, he was cocking it backwards. His arm was going backwards. It didn't come forward at all.
And how about Mekhi Wingo? You could tell the big guy knew, I just got to fall on it, but the ball won't stop. I don't know when to jump on it yet, but he made the right call at the right time, securing the rock for LSU with 1:32. Again, Florida all out of timeouts. And right now, trying to keep a pulse in this game, relying on replay. But just watching the replay here from our vantage point, and yes, we look at it through purple and gold lenses, but that was a fumble. Stripped by Perkins, recovered by Wingo.
Well,
LSU would have the ball first down and 10 at the Florida 19.
It was Perkins' speed and the quickness of his hands, because he batted the ball before it could even go forward. It was on the way back. And, I mean, what more can you say?
Perkins has had a tremendous, absolutely, he's had a tremendous game tonight. Again, this replay still going on. Our crew chief, Matt Leffler, still has the headset on. Thought he was going to step away from the viewfinder there for a moment, and then he went right back to it, peering into that small screen as everybody on pins and needles here at the Swamp, both LSU and Florida fans. And the replay still continues. This is not going to help their season average.
Wow, I tell you, most everybody around me, bottom of no football, are kind of surprised it's taken this long.
And here we go.
After review, the quarterback's arm was moving forward. The hand was moving forward.
Oh.
Therefore, it's an incomplete pass. Gamecock operator, please reset the clock to 1:36, please. It will be third down.
Well, you know something? That arm was not moving forward.
No, sir.
There's some things that you can tell and some things you can't. One thing you can tell is that his arm was not moving forward. He may have been trying to move it backwards so he could move it forward, but it was not moving forward. I can't believe anybody arrived at that conclusion.
I can tell you from the body language and motion of Coach Brian Kelly, he has nothing for that call either. So Florida will keep the football. Of course, a lot of the stadium has emptied out here after that, what we thought was a strip and fumble recovery, but it's not. It'll be third down and 6 at the Gator 30-yard line. Richardson and company back in business. Shotgun snap, looking downfield. Steps up, now steps to his right. Pressure comes. He's just got to tuck and run, try to get out of bounds, and does so across the 35 near side to the 37-yard line. Harold Perkins again showing that speed side to side, forced him wide into the boundary. Again, stops the clock with 1:29. Gators without timeouts. They'll have to use the sideline here. Again, Richardson initially on that play, looking to go downfield. LSU had it covered up. Thought about dropping it underneath, but then decided to keep it and run it himself. Richardson tonight, 15 of 22 passing, 185 yards. That one passing touchdown to start the game of 51 yards. He also has rushed for 102 yards and ran for a score. And we got movement this time on the Gators. And Richardson says, it's my bad. Didn't have the snap ready, didn't have the snap count going. Looks like Austin Barber, freshman out of Jacksonville, got jumpy. So that will back him up. 1st and 15. Move the ball back to the 32-yard line of the Gators. But LSU wants to get this clock started. Still stuck at 1:29. Tigers leading 45-35 following a 47-yard field goal off the foot of freshman Damian Ramos. Will that be enough? Richardson, deep drop back in the pocket now again off to the races to his right. Throws, pass deflected and incomplete up at midfield. Baskerville going up at about the 40 and just knocked the trajectory of that pass. They were looking for Marcus Burke, the freshman, and a great job in anticipation by Micah Baskerville to not let the ball get that far. It's incomplete, sets up 2nd down 15 at the 32. Again, stops the clock with 1:22 to go in this one. Again, a fairly empty Swamp here on a Saturday night. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. LSU leading by 10. Richardson, another deep drop in the pocket. gets tight, throws, and short arms one far side. There's a flag down. Not sure if that was a forward pass or not to Montrell Johnson, but the flag is down. They halt play. We'll see what that's about. It was dropped at the 24-yard line behind the Florida offensive line. Looks like hold is going to be the call against the Gators.
Holding on the offense, number 77. The penalty is declined. Third down.
Yeah, it really did not look like a forward pass at all. I'll give Johnson credit. Not sure if he knew it or not, but he kind of calmly just said, oh, yeah, incomplete, no biggie. But, yeah, you can tell from where Richardson's feet were and where he threw it to.
Yeah, that's not only a lateral, that's backwards.
Yes. Now it looks like the officials are talking it over at the 27 after it looked like they were clear and concise and ready to move on. But
well, they were struggling there with what goes forward, and now they don't know what goes backward.
It looks like we're going to hear from Leffler again.
On the field it was a backward pass. Therefore, the ball will be spotted at this spot. It will still be third down.
So it will be third down. They're just going to move the ball back.
Did you say it was a backward pass? A backward pass is a lateral.
That's what I thought. They stopped the play immediately and wanted to unsettle that holding call and then realized, wait a minute, we're just going to move the ball back to where it was thrown behind the quarterback. Here's Richardson again on the run. Flag out. Should be another hold. It's incomplete up at the 36-yard line. That time he was looking for the tight end, Dante Zanders, in Florida right now.
Holding on the offense, number 76. That penalty is declined. Fourth down.
So LSU wisely declines that. Richard Garage, the junior out of Tampa, Florida, assessed the holding penalty. Still a minute 9 to go in this game. LSU leading 45-35.
Guys, I'll tell you, the last couple of plays, Harold Perkins has been put in that spy position, lined up at middle linebacker where he goes wherever Richardson, the quarterback, does. And it's been something to see just how athletic he is. In open space, he's step for 15. Right there, he batted the ball down.
Fourth down and 20. Back at the 27, Richardson drops back deep. Slings it towards the hash. Overthrown, incomplete, up at the 44-yard line, looking for Xavier Henderson. And the Tigers take over their third turnover on downs, and with a minute 4 to go, the LSU sideline and the purple and gold here at the Swamp making some noise. LSU trying to make it 4 straight wins over the Florida Gators, and they are a minute 4 away from a couple of knees of doing just that. So LSU will come out from the far sideline. Get into the victory formation as Daniels under center. Just wants to get the clock started. He'll take a snap. He'll take a knee. Clock begins to move. 1 minute and 2 seconds as more Gator fans make their way to the exits here on this Saturday night at the Swamp. LSU has won 4 of the last 6 trips to Gainesville. And we are 45 seconds away from making it 5 out of 7. Again, Daniels needs one more snap. Takes the knee with 36 seconds. And that will do it. Sidelines will exit to shake hands. And the LSU Fighting Tigers come to the Swamp. They get their 4th straight win over the Florida Gators on a spectacular night offensively from Jaden Daniels. And the defense put in some tough spots, rise to the occasion, and the Tigers will celebrate a victory headed back to Baton Rouge. With the win, LSU now moves to 5-2. More importantly, 3-1 in SEC play. With the loss, the Gators fall to 4-3 and 1-3 in conference action. Horn sounds, and this one's in the books. Tigers win. Tigers win an impressive victory on the road. 45-35 is the final. Coming up, more on the Fighting Tiger post-game report as we celebrate in the Swamp. LSU gets the win, 45-35 over the Florida Gators on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is Richard Zuslaw, CEO of Acadian Ambulance Service. On behalf of all the Acadian employee owners, please be careful while driving. Always use your seatbelt and never text and drive.
All right, family. That was a pretty fun game, wasn't it, fam? Pretty fun contest right there, man. Back and forth during the game. Can I tell you, man? What can I tell y'all? We was up by as much as 21 in the fourth quarter, but our teams love dramatics, man. We love dramatics. But anyway, good win. Good win by LSU, man. They fought through that thing, was able to secure it. We get the win, man. Good to see Jaden Daniels doing his thing, man. And I hope a lot of our Jaden Daniel naysayers now see that this guy has been a blessing to the LSU offense and to the team, period. Really getting better, too. And good to see him and Kayshon Boutte get on the same page, especially this game, man. So hopefully this is something we'll see for the rest of the season, because we got a lot of tough games coming up on the schedule, man. So big one, 45-35. We're in the building, Big Q, for the post game, breaking down the LSU Florida as LSU gets the win. They improve, man. They improve. So let's look at the team statistics, family. LSU 26 first downs, that versus 19 by the Gators. Third downs, 8 of 12, 7 of 12 by Florida. LSU's offense mustered over 500 offensive yards today by LSU. 528 versus 395, 349 through the air, 179 on the ground. And probably is the Florida Gators were able to put up 200 yards, but LSU kind of kept that thing out of reach. 185 through the air for Florida. Penalties, 5 penalties for 30 yards for LSU. The Gators 5 for 35. 1 turnover, which was the fumble. And of course, the time of possession was almost a wash. 31 minutes and 47 seconds by LSU versus 28 minutes and 13 by the Gators. Individual statistics in the win by LSU. Jaden Daniels, 23 of 32 for 349. That's right, fam. 349 for Mr. Jaden Daniels. Through there, he had 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He averaged 11 yards a throw. So every time Jaden Daniels dropped back, pretty much he averaged a first down. More than a first down, and essentially you had that extra point on there. So, I mean, listen, rushing attack for LSU, 179 yards, 106 by Josh Williams. He really is picking up the pace. Big ups to the LSU offensive line as they're getting a lot better. You can see progression there. You've seen Campbell come back, so that really helps out. But 14 carries for 106 by him. He averaged 7.6 yards per rush. He had that 50-yard scamper to help break open that average, but still a positive. Jaden Daniels, 14 carries for 44 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground by Jaden Daniels. So he was responsible for 6 touchdowns, 3 through the air, 3 through the ground by Jaden Daniels. He was the man. Kayshon Boutte, fam, getting his Boutte in gear on this thing, because listen, let me tell you something. 6 catches in the matchup for 115. He had a third down drop, which he should have had, but it's better than one of the best outings we've seen this year from Kayshon Boutte. 6 catches, 115, 19 yards per catch. He had that 40-yard one right there. I thought he would get to the house, but he was cut off. Jaray Jenkins, 2 catches, 67 yards. He had a touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 4 catches for 48 yards. Cole Taylor, 2 catches for 23. Brian Thomas Jr., 2 catches for 31 and a touchdown. They robbed him on that catch because that was actually a catch. John Emery Jr., 3 catches for 24 yards and a touchdown for him, and 2 for Kyron Lacy. So we did a lot of positive stuff. Of course, Jack Betch got hurt on the punt return, which he fumbled. He was in street clothes for the rest of the game. So we'll see what that looked like on the flip side. Shout out to Damian Ramos, who was 3 for 5 before the 47-yard kick to help kick or pretty much extend the lead there to help solidify what LSU was doing. Looking at Florida, man, because they put up a good fight against LSU. Anthony Richardson, 15 of 25, 185 for a touchdown. He also was the top rusher, 9 carries for 109 and a score there. Montrell Johnson Jr., 13 carries for 57 yards, 2 scores. Trevor Etienne, 8 carries for 28 yards in the score. So a lot of this stuff was on the ground, over 200 yards rushing as a unit by the Gators. The top catcher was Justin Charter, 3 catches for 71 yards and the score. He was the only one who was able to get it to the house. in the matchup. So big win for LSU. And of course, they close out the game with Harold Perkins stepping up and forcing a turnover for LSU to get. But listen, Harold Perkins is impressive. There were several stellar performers for LSU in this matchup. But listen, who do you get a game ball to? I say Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, man, hard to not give him the game ball. 3 touchdowns through the air, 3 on the ground for this kid. He continues to do it, man. Help elevate LSU. So, I mean, I would give my game ball to Jaden Daniels. Who do you guys give y'all's to? Do you agree with me on that? Shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all joining me for this one, man. LSU get back on the winning side of things, family, by getting the win over Florida. And, you know, it's extra special when we go down there and kick them in their teeth and also make them turn that damn jukebox upside down, because not even the late Tom Petty can help the Florida Gators get on the right side of things. It sparked them for a little bit, but they should have been playing that. Maybe it'd help if they played this song or just had it on repeat the entire fourth quarter, you know. But then again, it actually did work. It just helped LSU. It worked for LSU because obviously they channeled it a little more than the Gators did. So anyway, shout out to the fam, man. We got this, man. We got the win here and we improved, man. So LSU, what are they looking like, man, moving forward in this thing? Is really good game here. Really enjoyed it, man. All right, next matchup, fam. It's going to be coming down the pipe. Ole Miss, number 9th ranked Ole Miss. That's right, the Running Rebels. 7-0, 3-0 in conference play. It'll be a afternoon game, 2:30 Central Time. LSU will be back at home in Death Valley, 5-2, 3-1 in conference play, man. And we got a real good test against Lane Kiffin's club, 9th ranked in the country, averaging almost 40 yards 40 points per contest, and they're only giving up 14.5. So they got it going, man. We got to welcome in old Lane Kiffin to Death Valley and welcome him into a ass beating. That's what we got to do. 32 points by LSU's with the average per game, while giving up 19 flat through the last 7 contests. 490.3 for Ole Miss versus 428.8. Might as well say 429 for LSU. 248.3. Ole Miss throws it through the air, and look at this statistics that they run at that thing. 242 yards per contest behind Mr. Judkins. So we got to shut him down in this matchup. LSU 256.3 through the air and 172.5 rushing at that thing. Now, if you look at the defensive statistics, 330.2 is what the Ole Miss defense gives up. 212.3 through the air, and they're allowing you to rush at them 118 yards on the ground. LSU 328.5, 193.7 as a secondary surrendering, and of course the front 7. You look at it, 135 flat a contest. We got to kind of neutralize that thing. We can't let this club get going and get that offense going. Jackson Dart will be the quarterback for them. 1358 is what he's thrown on the season versus 8 touchdowns, 5 picks. Like I said, Mr. Judkins is the top running back, 581 on the season with 8 rushing touchdowns. So he's a big part of what they do. Mingo, 22 catches for 507 and 3 touchdowns. And Lane Kiffin, you know what he likes to do with that offense. And of course, you look at Jaden Daniels' statistics right there, 12-15, 7 touchdowns, 1 pick for Jaden Daniels in the matchup. He's the top rusher there. I mean, he's doing everything, man. Top guy for LSU's Malik Neighbors, but the offense is jobbing. You're starting to see that. You're starting to see the camaraderie on offense there. You're starting to see Jaden Daniels, Keyshawn Boutte, and the rest of the guys really become more unified. And I remember he did that players only meeting, which they made it a concerted effort to kind of get things going. LSU could not truly receive the type of success that they really would get unless they had all these cylinders firing at the same time. And Keyshawn Boutte is a big part of what they do. So it was good to see him get involved in this matchup today. So this is the next matchup for the LSU Tigers, the Ole Miss Running Rebels, who are 9th ranked 7-0. So we'll take these people on next Saturday, 2:30 p.m. Central Time. So with that being said, fam, we're going to get ready to bounce out this thing. Shout out to the fam. Young Blood, shout out to you, brother. See, Jaden Daniels is the MVP for LSU this season. There were a lot of people that was kind of, I'm about to say, crapping down on Jaden Daniels. What do you have to say for this young fella now? I mean, if it wasn't for just everything that Jay never complains about a damn thing. And you look at what he was able to do, statistically speaking, look at his stats here. 1,200 plus yards, 7 touchdowns, only 1 pick, 75.5 on the QBR. That's 26th in the nation. If he wasn't doing what he's doing, man, we would really be struggling. And not only what he does through the air, but in many of these games, he's a top rusher. I mean, he's responsible for 6 touchdowns in the matchup against Florida. I mean, he busted Taysom Hill better than Taysom did this time around. He threw for 3 and ran for 3. So, I mean, shout out to Jaden Daniels, man, as he's kind of running this thing, man, for the Tigers, man, and doing a phenomenal job. We'll see if he'll get any accolades once the season is over, because he most certainly deserves them. So anyway, with that being said, man, defense is also stepping up. Shout out True Louisiana. Shout out, fam. Now our defense got to have play-only meetings like the offense been doing. Yeah, I know, bro, but you got to look at Harold Perkins is stepping up. Ojolari's looking good. So, just think about it with some of our players, like Mason Smith was missing. We got Fuchsia a little later. Ward stepping his game up, even though he had a couple of dumb plays in this matchup on the defense, but you can see them solidifying too. So some of our best players like Mason Smith is missing, and the LSU's defense is still pulling it together. So that's still a plus within its own right. So with that being said, we're going to jump out on that. Listen, I'm going to jump on over to Ring Kings Boxing. We got Devin Haney and George Kambosos part 2 coming up as he defends the title against Georgia Kambosos in Australia. Devin Haney, the Dream, will be over there on Ring Kings Boxing. So listen, thank y'all for joining us. And I'm going to holler at y'all on the flip side. Go Tigers.